Oh my god. Can this thing please work with me? Okay, cool. I think we're recording because it says we're recording, so we're recording now. Everybody say hi to Tilly.
Recording.
Oh my god,
Hi,
Tilly.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Tilly.
Oh my god,
my
yeah,
God,
it was Tilly's birthday the other day.
Happy
Tilly,
belated
happy
birthday.
late birthday.
It's Tilly's birthday, yay! Yippee! Let me find my thing so I can get this. There it is. Okay, cool. But yeah, are we ready to go? Is everybody in their character sheet? Is everybody in the Roll20?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm in the character sheet. I'm in my roll 20.
Okie dokie. Alright, let's get started then. I'm gonna take one more sippy of my energy drink. I really should not drink this much, but
You got this.
yeah, I need the caffeine and the excess amount of sugar. But if I do drink enough of this, I will die. And that's not a joke.
I hope you don't perish.
Yeah. It's just that Ghost has like such an outrageous amount of sugar and caffeine that my body would not be used to it. So drinking this consistently is not a good idea for me.
Okay, got you.
But I'm taking sippies, so don't worry.
Okay, got you. Oh, me.
Anyways, let me get everything together. I'm gonna change up our little music here. What's a good one? I'm trying to find my mood music. Does that sound fun? No. Let's try this one. This is good. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, cool. Alright. Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the false princess find themselves with a new day and a new opportunity as the wise sage was given a job offer by Diana, his classmate. She knew someone who was looking for a tailoring service and had decided that the wise sage was qualified to help. A carrier pigeon soon follows after, inviting the wise sage to the customer's dorm after lunch. In the meantime, both the perfect heroine and the false princess are dragged away begrudgingly by their fiancés. The perfect heroine was stuck, being dragged around by Summer. She made an attempt to run, and while he was hot on her tail, she managed to activate an ability that made her invisible. But because of it, she experienced a hallucination of her cat from a previous life in the door of the apartment she used to live in. However, upon finding it was not real, the perfect heroine cried alone in the maze where no one would find her. When she stepped out, she was greeted by the familiar face of the archivist. The two shared a touching moment, and he revealed that he would like her to see something after class, a journal entry that he had revealed from her diary. However, this was information he was not willing to share in the public. The false princess was dragged into the training room because Thiessen thought his fiancée was falling behind in her training and wished to help her with one-on-one practice. However, failing at doing any actual teaching, Thiessen had resorted to just throw her in the heat of battle with only a knife he kicked towards her. The false princess managed to get help through a pen she had accidentally brought from her previous life. It moved on its own, drawing a glyph that stopped her opponent dead in its tracks with the realization that she may have something peculiar in her hands. The wise sage finds himself at the dorm of his new client who had welcomed him warmly. Her name was Martha Currer, a pigeon kenku whose family owned a modest but reliable carrier pigeon business, as she was tasked with handling and sending out all the carrier pigeon messages throughout the school campus. Her job was simple. She just needed a modest yet cute spring dress fitted as she planned to confess to the person she loved on the day of the Animal Pact magic test. While the wise sage had agreed to do this, his hardest challenge would soon find itself around the corner as he was greeted by none other than his younger brother, the fuming Maddock, who had decided to visit Martha at the worst time. Angered by seeing his disowned brother with the pigeon kenku, Maddock had challenged Darian to a duel at dusk after school the next day. At the end of the day, the three came together to find the new secrets, new challenges, and new questions had begun to arise. For the perfect heroine, she had found that she may not be as perfect as she seems. The wise sage finds that his childhood toy may want to step in during the duel or get Papa to help him. And the false princess finds a pen with a voice of its own. And with that, the story continues. So, you guys find that another day has come and went faster than you had expected. As lunch passes, however, I would say, Darian, you are suddenly hit with the realization that the duel is coming closer and closer. And even worse, the duel isn't at twilight as you suspected, it's at dusk. Specifically, when the sun goes down, a little before curfew, and that horrible sinking feeling comes in. Though
It's gonna be dark near the woods.
it's gonna be dark near the woods indeed. But you three are currently sharing lunches, and I will say, you would be soon meeting with Martha, around halfway through your lunch, so you would be leaving soon to help get her fitted and whatnot. But Phoebe, Idalia, I would say, what would you guys be doing? Because I know you planned that you wanted to intervene during the duel, but you also guys have found some interesting new abilities that you had kind of basically unlocked the day before.
Yeah, the invisibility?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and this is during the school day we're hanging out, right?
Yeah, you guys are meeting up for lunch.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Darian wants my help, but I got whatever left of that potion I have on me in
That's
case,
true.
like, do you want me to drug your brother? Because I will drug him.
Are you asking this, like, directly to Darian?
Oh, I was saying above game. I don't think Darian's with us, right?
Darian is with you.
Yeah, for now, I haven't left to,
Oh, okay.
do the fitting yet, I don't think.
Okay. Besides that, Blair is kind of like really fucking suspicious of Phoebe. So I think what her other objective would be like, is there any other means of I can research Phoebe? Oh, my fiance is probably the only person who would know about Phoebe. So I think what she might do.
Go on a date.
No. No.
Aw.
She has invisibility now. So I think she's gonna try and figure out what dorm he lives in.
What dorm, really?
Yeah, I might do some secret digging in his room. But
Okay.
she has to figure out where he lives first.
Okay. All right. Give me a general investigation check. Since you are kind of riding off this cold, you don't really know where he would be, so give me a general investigation intelligence check.
Alright. So that's plus my level, and then investigations based off of intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Please. First roll of the session.
To be fair, the dorms are a lot bigger than they seem. And you trying to go through this dorm in between classes at such a short time, it's hard to tell. You've actually, now that I think about it, I don't think you've ever actually, like, explored the dorms on your own.
Oh,
So
okay.
navigating the dorms is a little bit hard for you.
Got you. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
not having
yeah.
a good time.
You're not. But to be fair, you are new to this whole invisibility thing, and you're also new to really navigating around. So it makes sense that you have not been able to find Maddox's dorm. I will say, what class did you guys share with him? That is the... It's not the apothecary. No, it is the apothecary class.
It is
correct?
apothecary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What
Oh,
is
I meant
that?
I was gonna look for Summer's dorm because she wants
Oh.
to know. She wants to know more about his fuck ass and what he's
Oh.
hiding.
Well, same result, sorry. But I
That's
think,
so
in fact,
fair.
that would be even hard. Well, no, it wouldn't be harder. They're around the same class. But, yeah, you can't find anything. It might be a case of you could possibly ask him.
That's Shit, you're right. I could just ask him. That's
Yeah.
gonna. I'll keep that in mind.
Is that something you want to do, though?
If it really comes down to it, man, if she has no other options, I think she would. But then it might. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
No, I get you. Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, that being said, is there anything you're doing, Veggie, now that you have this pen that you can technically talk to, and this whole duel that's going to happen around dusk?
Alright, yeah, so I think I'm studying our good friend Darian very closely because I have a half plan. It's not a plan yet, it is a half plan.
Okay.
Darian,
Yes.
what if you didn't show up to the duel?
Well,
What
we're
if
stuck
someone
on...
who looks like you showed up to the duel? Is,
Oh,
I guess, the crux of my question.
I was about to say, we live on campus, so he knows where I sleep and would come after me and call me a bitch. I feel like I know where you're going with this. I don't want you to get beat up.
I could be
by
you,
my...
Darian.
Do you want to get beat up by my brother?
Look, I think your brother might try to beat me up. I also think Season has been giving me combat classes, and I have a magic pen.
Secondary question. You can change more than just the face?
Oh, yes.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Veggie, roll me
Yes.
a percentile dice to try to turn into Darian.
Absolutely. Roll the 100.
A 16.
16.
Oh
Oof.
boy, it's bad. Darian, you watch as Idalia transforms into a shitty cosplay of you. Basically, the body shape is all wrong. You look
Dollar
like you're
store
wearing
Darian.
you look like you're wearing a party like city wig, and the mask is really like it looks like a really cheap plastic. The jester's outfit is perfect though, weirdly enough.
Yeah, it's look, I just figured out how to make my face happen the way it's supposed to. I'm gonna need like an afternoon if we're gonna do this plan.
Well, I don't know if we have an entire afternoon.
Am I there, by the way, or am I investigating at this moment?
I could say you're there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just at lunch discussing.
Well, I'm like, well, I still have hardcore drugs, apparently. So I could sneak this into his food when he's not looking.
My question is, how are we gonna find him to sneak shit into his food and then get him to eat it?
Well, we have a class with him, don't we?
We do, but is he gonna be eating anything in apothecary class?
I
Not
wouldn't
necessarily,
say
no,
so.
but I could still turn invisible and possibly sneak something into his bag.
I guess we could also say he's a loser if he doesn't do it. He's like a little brother. That's how they work.
Well, it'll be tied back to us if he drinks it and then gets addicted to like potions, and then we're blamed for it.
Good point. Jump him after class?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We'll jump him.
Do you think a way that I can try to appeal to him to call off the duel? No? Stupid idea? Okay.
It's not
Jump
a
it,
stupid
sure,
idea, but
fuck
we don't
it.
we don't know him that well. I don't know if there is a easy appeal for this man.
There isn't.
We could scare him.
We could scare him.
I hate that jumping him might be the best option.
I mean, if you join us, we can all three beat him up after class.
If he sees me there, I feel like that's going to just fuel his hatred.
Come on.
And the entire point is to avoid having him fight me.
No, jump him.
Yeah, we're combat experts. This will go well. Goodness.
Well, what if we drug him and before he can land a hit on you when he's like full tweaker, I come out of the woods and pretend to be a ghost.
Okay,
And
so we also do have to admit the risk that making him tweak will make him stronger.
Is there any way... The risk of him tweaking and getting stronger is very high. Is there any way that you can just incapacitate him enough that he has to even postpone the duel? You two are doing better at magic than I am, apparently. Is there like a potion of shit yourself or something?
I can make a laxative.
There we go. We can just make him have to postpone.
Phoebe, why don't we ask our teacher about a potion of shit yourself? Because I feel like this could go wrong if we did not have our apothecary teacher's help.
Yeah, that's true. Above game though, would Blair have knowledge about health in general where it comes to herbs and like certain edible products that could basically be the same effect as a laxative, like eating a kiwi, or eating like too many kiwis or some shit.
Roll me apothecary check.
All right, let's go.
Veggie, do you want to do this too, since you also have an apothecary class?
Yeah, let's do it. Is it intelligence?
Yes, it's intelligence.
Oh, that's
Alright,
still
advanced
+2.
roller.
All right.
Give me that. Where is my
16!
stats? Where are my stats?
Wait, that was a dally.
That was a 12.
2 plus 2. Alright.
14. Okay. So, I think, like, general fruits and shit you could. Like, I don't know, like, the basic dietaries, like, oh, you give
Get
him
him to
some
eat
beans.
12 apples.
Yeah, get him to eat some 12 apples, some appy juice, some beans in there, a kiwi. Yeah, he's gonna want to shit himself. But in terms of, like, an actual shitting yourself potion, sadly, that is not something your professor has gone over yet.
Look, all that greenhouse needs is aloe vera, and I'll spike the fuck out of this guy.
You don't know if aloe vera exists in this world.
Fuck! Yeah! Okay.
It could. It possibly could, but you can't say for sure, sadly.
I know who to talk to!
Who?
I'll go to that shitty doo-doo ass doctor on
Okay.
campus.
All right.
God.
You guys want to go meet
Yeah.
the doctor together?
He's
Yeah.
unethical. He'll help us. Let's go.
Everyone pretend I'm really sick and I'm super constipated, and we're gonna see what he gives me to shit my pants, and then I'm gonna keep it and give it to the guy. That's my plan. It's pretend to be sick and then give the medicine to the brother.
Okay, how are you guys feeling on this plan?
We
I love
talked to
it.
this guy before. I feel like he would just give us the potion if he told us we were trying to drug another student.
Okay.
Okay, well,
That might be plan B.
that might be plan B. Okay, if he doesn't give us the medicine the first time, we'll just tell him the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sure. So, I'm assuming Darian and Adalia, you are helping Phoebe pretend to not shit herself.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like, she hasn't shit in 2 weeks! Someone help her!
Yeah,
You
I
just-
feel like
you just want
Darian,
Phoebe
you
to
should be
have a
the one to
breakdown.
deliver this message
Yeah,
because
literally.
I have a history of bullying Phoebe. I don't know if the doctor will believe me.
No, I'll be honest. I because that Batgirl's so scared that I will die, I think she will believe whatever I say.
Okay, good
You're
point.
not wrong. Okay, yeah. You guys immediately pretending you're shitting yourself. You help Phoebe to the doctor's office, which by the way, like, that is quite a bit of a walk away.
Oh no.
So you guys are just helping her, and then you get into the school building, and then get into the infirmary, and of course there is BB, the bat nurse, who sees you being helped by the other two, and of course she is worried as she rushes up to you, and she just goes, oh dear, what happened to her?
She's having some issues.
Is it the potion she's been taking?
Oh,
No, also I
no.
feel like you're not supposed to tell us that. I she's just told us over lunch that she's having some trouble eating because she's having some trouble getting her food out of her body. If you understand what I mean.
Roll me, all three of you, roll me a charisma check for deception specifically, but I don't think any of you have a deception skill.
Let me check to see if I have a
Yeah,
deception
if
skill.
anybody has a deception skill, it would be you, Veggie.
I have social navigation, but I don't know if that counts.
Read it out to me.
You know how to navigate through social interactions fairly well. You have a proficiency bonus on any relevant rules to social encounters.
I'll allow it.
Oh,
All right.
word. Another
Oh,
roll,
goddamn.
baby. 22! 22!
Oh my god.
Let's go, let's go,
I'm a
let's go,
theater
let's go!
major. Does that count for me?
Nat
No,
20, baby.
sadly.
Okay, I'm looking at my modifiers. Give me 1 second.
No worries, no worries. Oh,
Shit.
6, Darian.
I was really hoping a theater major could,
I'm sorry, bestie.
Proficiency. I love having big modifier.
Okay,
19.
well, you guys did pretty good. Hold on, let me put together y'all's thing and get your average. Oh yeah, you succeed with flying colors. Absolutely.
Thanks for carrying me.
Idalia? Or not Idalia, sorry. Well, Idalia's do really well. But Phoebe specifically, you do look like you need to shit yourself so bad. You somehow managed to look like you've got a cold sweat going on. And, like, your body, like, it looks... I don't want to say it looks heavy, but you get the sense that your body feels heavy. Even though it's super not. And I think it's... Girl, you've been sick so much. It's so easy to fake being sick now. And immediately, VB immediately panics like a normal fucking person, except she's not. So she immediately is ready to cry as she goes, "Oh dear, I'll get the doctor. You two, help her sit down on one of the cots, and I don't know what to do." And she runs off.
Oh my gosh.
It worked very, very well, apparently.
Idalia writes something down on a list that she's keeping in her sketchbook of shit that's different about this world. On the list is fireflies explode, no Dewey Decimal System, and now there is no HIPAA.
No HIPAA!
There's no HIPAA.
Where's the fucking C? Yeah.
But yeah, you guys you help sit Idalia down, and Idalia, not Idalia, oh my god, Phoebe, you're helped, you sit down with the help of the other two, and you just do such a great job of pretending that you're struggling even when, like, BB's gone, because, like, you gotta keep it up, you know? And as you guys kind of settle down, once again, you see this fucking bored-ass professor that looks like he just came out of his office high.
Let's go.
I'm gonna show y'all to him again because, Tilly drew me him for me this time. This man...
Yeah!
This man.
Look at him, he's
tired.
silly.
Thank you,
He's
Tilly,
silly.
for your service.
Yeah, he's out of it, dogs. As this man, again, looks like he just smoked a joint, comes out and goes, with no class, no tact at all, looks at you, Phoebe, and goes, "So you're having trouble shitting yourself?"
She like squints and like takes in a deep breath and is like, "That'd be correct, yes. I haven't passed stool in almost 2 weeks." Why is he looking at me like that?
He's like giving you like a dirty look, like, okay. Ew.
Hey, he asked!
TMI.
Ew, gross.
But he rifles through something, and you see various amounts of medicine and potions as he kind of mumbles to himself. And he just kind of looks at you and goes, "Have you tried, like, eating some apples or something?"
We gave her like 5 apples for lunch and it didn't work.
And now I have to deal with it? Okay. Wow. Alright. Awesome. I can prescribe you a few laxatives, I guess. It just takes a few hours to kick in. Do you have that time to not shit yourself?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
What if we said, wait, Phoebe, what if we said we did not have that time? Is there a quicker way for her to shit herself?
Why do you want her to shit herself so bad?
This is kind of an emergency.
Maybe it's a bowel obstruction. I just wanna like sort it out soon.
She's been in a bit of pain, so we're just hoping to get it done as soon as possible.
Okay. He, like, looks at you all. Like, the fact that you're pushing so hard, he sneers a little bit, looks you up and down, Darian. And he goes, what kind of pain is she in? Specifically to you, Darian.
Oh my god.
No. I just know that she's been complaining
you're
about being in
stuttering a lot.
pain.
Yeah.
I just do that, sir.
Yeah, it shows.
What does that mean?
What are you gonna do? Cry about it?
Oh my god.
Maybe you can go to the nurse to band-aid your fragile emotions. Anyways.
Aren't you supposed to be the doctor?
Aren't you actually supposed to be good at your class?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Now.
he just like gives you a look and goes, okay. Yeah, I can give you like a few laxatives, I guess. It'll take a while to kick in, but I gave
How many doses?
He kind of like opens a few up. He has like these small little vials. You just take them like a shot. I don't know. Have some water with it. Help wash it down. It's a little bitter. But it should break down whatever's going on. And he gestures to your stomach. Whatever that's happening. Don't let it touch your skin.
Oh, noted.
He tosses it to you.
Oh, do I have to kind of roll to grab it successfully without it touching my skin?
No, you're good.
Okay.
It's in a glass vial. If it broke, that might be an issue. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
But he's just kind of... Yeah, okay. Is shitting yourself all?
Yes.
It's only shitting yourself, yeah?
Yes.
You might want to be careful how you take that with any gestures to all of you. Everything else you're doing to yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? Are you really gonna waste my time with that? He looks you up and down.
Blair has had enough horrible doctor's encounters in the human world. She stands up and like strains her back and points him dead in the fucking face. And it's like, aren't you supposed to be doing your fucking job, you hack?
He kind of puts his hands. He puts his hands up. Ooh, looks like you don't really have issues shitting yourself if you can get up that fast.
Oh yeah, I would like to see what you actually know. Did you actually get a degree? It seems like you're just making shit up.
You want to prove it?
Yeah, go for it.
No, I'm too lazy. He just like doesn't seem to really care.
All right, guys, I'm done. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Let's go. Yeah.
Have fun shitting yourself.
I will. If anything happens, I'll make sure I have explosive diarrhea in your office.
You know, BB will be the one cleaning that up. And you hear BB in the background. What?
No.
Oh, no.
He just waves, like jolly-go-lucky, like lazy, like, alright, see ya.
I want to kiss him so bad.
I am waving back to him. I'm pretending none of that happened.
Yeah, that man gave you a small vial of laxative. The only caveat is do not let that thing touch your skin, which is a little bit scary.
How many doses is it in total?
It's literally just
Dose,
one.
baby.
Okay.
It looks like you take this thing is like not even, it's barely as tall as your index finger. It literally is, you shoot down this thing like a fucking shot.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. All right, gang. We got the laxative.
You got the laxative. You
We
indeed.
somehow got a laxative.
you guys just have this thing. How are you going to give it to Maddox?
Yeah, well, he said it was bitter. I guess put it in coffee? Question mark. How are we gonna get him to drink the coffee?
Does he usually drink anything during your class?
No, he throws notes at us. That mean?
Roll me a general intelligence check to see if you can remember him, like, eating or snacking on anything throughout the
Yeah.
days.
Right.
Check,
A
check, check,
6.
check. Hold on, I'm looking through my shit.
Mm-hmm. It should just be your, intelligence plus your level.
Yep. 14.
Blair, you can't really remember anything about this guy. You kind of block him out of your head because he's such a little shit. But Adalia, you do know in between breaks he'll sometimes get some water. I will say he doesn't really, like, get, like, coffee or anything, like, extremely, like, or anything like that. You do know he drinks tea, but you don't know if, like, that's something he'll get during break unless he's persuaded to, you know?
I mean, we could bully him about getting water, because if it's tea, he won't notice the bitterness.
Okay, so he has to drink tea first, or like you have to make him drink tea.
Potentially. Like, we just have to make him to get him to drink the bitch. And it might be hard to convince him to drink water if it tastes weird.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. So do we want to make tea, or like does he have to get the tea and then ice, like put the laxative in his drink?
I don't know how he gets tea.
That's true. Okay.
He usually gets, so there's some tea that's poured out by servants if you request it, especially if you're of higher class, which he is. But you do know that sometimes he will just get it from a cafeteria and request it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what? If I can just order a servant to bring him the tea, I can do that, add a little note.
And yeah, do you want to, when you have the tea on hand, do you want to slip it in, or like how do you want to do that? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Bestie, love and peace. Somebody has invisibility here.
Yeah. Ma'am.
Yeah, I didn't know if like I wanted to like, should I just skip apothecary class to do that?
You could literally
Well,
just wait till he gets tea and then pour it in right before he drinks.
Yeah, like apothecary class. It has a break. He'll just drink it during break.
Oh. Okay. Okay, word.
Just say that you have to go use the bathroom, leave the room, turn invisible, come back, and then put shit in his tea.
Okay.
You know what? If we're taking a break separately, I don't think you need to announce that you're going to the bathroom. I think he will notice that.
Okay, so on break I just leave and then don't come back. Would that be more suspicious?
No, come back. That would be less suspicious. If you did come back.
But then, should I just not use invisibility? Or
Nope,
do I
use
I slip
invisibility.
it during break? Okay, I do it during the break. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys feeling out? You feeling it out?
Somehow, it's a
Okay.
plan.
Somehow it is indeed a plan. I like the thought that these two are going over their literal poop shit plan, and you're here knowing that you have to rely on these two.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. At this point, I'm not even worried that it's my life at stake anymore.
It's okay, it's fine, don't worry about it.
I don't think it's okay, fine, and worry about it.
I mean, like, you have help. What's wrong?
I worry about the help that I have.
The two are doing their best.
Yeah, we're so trustworthy, Darian. Why would you say something like that about us?
Yeah.
Do you want me to be honest or do you want me to be nice to you?
Be nice. Be so nice.
Thank you for the help. I'm sure it will be fine.
Uh-huh.
You're right. It will be.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you guys are kind of coming across the halfway point for your lunch. And basically, Darian, did you want to meet up with Martha in between lunch or after all your classes?
In between, because I don't know how much prep is gonna have to happen after.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Perfect. Then I will say, as you guys kind of come to your halfway point in lunch, you can slip off and meet up with Martha at I believe you agreed not to meet at her dorm, but at the
tailoring room.
Mm-hmm. Because that way you guys will have, your all the materials on hand, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I would say, as mid lunch hits and these two are conducting their weird plan, you split off from them and end up going to meet Martha at the classroom. Luckily, it is mostly empty. There are a few students here and there, but they mostly pass through for the most part, or they just take a little bit of the materials from the sewing class and then leave. But for the most part, you know that a lot of them either stay after class or before class. So you kind of catch it in a time where the classroom is fairly empty. And Martha's already there. She was actually kind of catering to a few pigeons at the windowsill while you were making your way up. And as you do so as well, you also notice, again, that very plain white spring dress. You look at it again and there's just... I hate to say it, but there's really nothing interesting about this dress. Despite Martha saying this is her best dress, sadly, it is so plain. It is so boring.
I feel bad. I want to try and offer to, upgrade it for her, add something, but I don't know how to offer that without it sounding rude.
But yeah, so as Martha kind of notices you, again, this woman's surrounded by little pigeons. She notices you and brightens up as she just goes, "Oh, Master Darian, you're just in time. Give me a moment. I'm sending out a few more messages and I should be ready to go. I have the dress over there on the mannequin if you'd like to look at it."
I'll take a look at it, and I'll try and match up some fabric to help patch it.
Absolutely, thank you so much. I will say, since the fabric's rather simple, I'm hoping it won't be too hard of a job.
No, it should be fairly easy. Nothing too much.
That's
you
wonderful.
said just patching and fitting, right?
Pretty much. This dress was actually a gift from my mother, but she made it a little bit bigger than what I can fit. So I was wondering if I could slip it on over my uniform and you could just tighten it up a little bit.
Oh, of course, and I can make sure that it gets fit how you'd like it.
Thank you. I was hoping it'd still be rather comfortable since it would be during the test. While I'm not taking the test myself, I am also one of the examples to show. Since, she gestures to all of the pigeons, it allows me to gain a credit for passing the test, sort of, kind of a little. But I also am thinking that it will impress the guy I like a little bit, maybe.
Huh? What kind of guy?
Oh, she gets really, shy, and even though she is a bird, you can almost tell she's blushing. It's a little embarrassing. I don't want that to be, well, oh gosh. I don't want to weird you out. It's not you, of course, but It's just someone you might know because I have seen him around you sometimes, so I don't I don't want to make it weird.
Around me?
At least from what I've assumed, you I've seen him around with you, but then again, he's with a lot of people all the time, and, well, I don't think he'd really notice me, so I thought that maybe this is an opportunity to kind of show him and hope he does notice me, maybe.
Well, if I know him, then I could perhaps try and help.
Well, okay. Do you promise to keep it a secret? It's actually really,
My
awkward.
lips are sealed.
She kind of pauses for a moment, and then almost as if she's, like, letting something burst. It's Lord Summer.
Oh.
He's a very sweet, and when he talked to me, he was so nice and patient with me, and I am one of the scholar students that was only allowed in, because of her, well, some of my talents, and, well, usually commoners don't come to this school, so I was very honored, and so not a lot of people treated me well before, but he was very nice to me, and he was very patient, and don't get me wrong, Lady Phoebe is a lovely lady, surely, and they seem very, very nice together, but he's just so nice. And I've never met someone so kind like him.
Yeah, I know Summer.
You do? Are you two friends?
No.
Oh.
No, he, sorry, that makes it sound, harsh. And it is, he's not exactly fond of me, but he's very, we have mutual friends.
Oh. Well, of course, I know that you have been seen with Lady Phoebe a lot, and I know that, well, she used to, but I know that she was rather, don't tell her I said this. When I met her, she was very nice, very kind, very beautiful, truly, but she seemed rather, possessive of Lord Summer. She's almost like a different person now. But she's nice, truly. But I was just hoping that if I could dress up a little bit and put my best foot forward. I heard that he was coming to watch Phoebe's performance, but, I was hoping to kind of steal the show a little bit.
You know what? I applaud you.
Oh, thank you.
I applaud you and your efforts. That is quite the undertaking, and it is very brave.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's very sweet of you. I don't want to intrude. If this is something that you really think that Lady Phoebe would find very insulting, I would step back. At least I would try to find another way, but at least if I could show him how I feel. I mean, like, he seemed to really enjoy your performance for proxy of Phoebe's feelings, so it seemed like he enjoyed large displays of affection, maybe?
Definitely has eccentric tastes.
I have heard that. Lord Maddox has told me a little bit
Maddox.
about Summer, even though that he doesn't know Summer personally. The two, tend to run into each other a lot since they are both of higher class. So, he didn't really tell me a lot, and he got really mean when I tried to bring up Summer, which I don't blame. I don't blame at all. But, I was just wondering if you might know a little bit more about him.
I know a few things about Summer, and I mostly know that he's not fond of me.
Oh. Well, she seems a little bit puzzled by that. Do you know if he'd like the dress that I have?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
the poor girl.
This is really all I have, but I was hoping at least maybe if a prince could look my way for once, that would be nice.
I am going to make this dress look the absolute best it can.
Really?
And I'm sure that when he sees it, he will absolutely adore it.
Oh, thank you, Lord Darian. It means the world to me. I don't have a lot of money on me, but if you name a price, I will do my best to reach it.
Worry about it.
She nods eagerly and also says, "Oh, and if you need any help with anything, just let me know. Truly, I want to help in any way that I can. Lord Summer doesn't need to return my feelings, but again, it would be nice to have someone not look at me just as some sort of commoner who got here through sheer luck. He was so nice to me, and I was hoping he would look at me that way one more time."
You know what? I'm already thinking of a plan. I'm thinking of a plan. I'm trying to think of a plan.
You're trying to think of a plan?
I'm trying to think of a plan. Okay,
Mhm.
above game.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a fucking plan that I can somehow
Uh-huh.
get Phoebe involved in this. He either knows or assumes that she designed it, so that he will look upon it in the fondness of thinking that his lover designed it, but in some sort of way that he won't say that to Martha and bring up his girlfriend to her face.
We can also just straight up threaten him to be nice to her.
We can work on that. I can see if I can get Phoebe to blackmail or coerce him in some way.
Yeah, because he has manners. I don't think he's.
He does. He's not gonna be a bitch to anyone but me. I assume.
You assume.
God.
I can smooth my way up this summer and be like, "Pretty please, go flirt with somebody else for once."
Just
For once, do it when I ask you to.
Go be nice to someone for 5 minutes. Notice someone for once. God.
I'm down.
However, on my honor as... Well, not as a Semirelian, my family isn't known for tailoring, but on my new honor as purely myself, I will do everything I can with this dress, and Summer will absolutely adore it. And we'll discuss payment later. Don't worry about that for now.
Oh, are you sure? Thank you. Well, yeah, I do want to pay you. This means so much to me on its own, and you've treated me so kindly so far. And I do want to pay that back if I can, even if it is a little above my price range. I make good money and she gestures to the pigeons, as one of the few animal message carriers around here in the schoolyard, so I can meet whatever quote that you give me. And I mean, and she kind of smiles, I mean, your brother already tips me a lot. I mean, I feel like it's only right that I do so in return.
He's a giving. Is he?
What'd you say, Edge? I'm sorry, you
He's-
cut out.
Sorry. He's a giving sort, is he?
Oh, yes, he's very sweet. He's quite generous, which I was surprised. Usually a lot of Fae don't tend to, well, splurge on common folk like me, but he tends to rely on my services a lot, which I am very appreciative. He even comes to pay me in advance sometimes, which that's never needed, of course. But he is very sweet, and I was very excited to see him greet you while you were measuring me.
Of course. Of course. He's quite a character.
He's very sweet. He can be a little rude sometimes.
Very.
Very. But I think he's more genuine than he likes to let on. He has this rough exterior that I kind of noticed at first, but every time he said something mean to me, he'd actually come back and profusely apologize. It's actually very sweet.
You know, I'm glad that he's able to make friends here and make such good impressions on people. He was never like that at home.
Oh, I understand. Well, he's very sweet, and I want you to know you have a very kind brother. Well, I'm sure you know, but he just sometimes has
I
a
don't.
hard time expressing himself.
He expresses himself a bit too much with me, I'll say.
Really? I don't believe that. She kind of looks at you almost as if she knows something you don't.
Oh shit. Wait, shit, she might actually know more about me than I do. Wait, hold on.
You want to pry?
Has he talked about me?
Well, he actually does a lot, actually. You and your sister, but especially you.
Sister?
He admires you. Him being the youngest, I feel like he falls behind a little bit. But he used to come to me all the time talking about how much he wanted to be just like you. It's very cute.
Oh. Well, I'm sure I've let him down a bit.
Oh, no, in fact... And she stops herself for a moment. Oh, I shouldn't say. I'm sorry.
No, please, Hold on, I would like to use my acting chops.
Okay, alright.
Like, see, since my exam, things have been a bit, turbulent with our family, and you know how he is, he's very,
Prickly.
reluctant at times. I think he feels like he has to distance himself from me, so we can't talk as much as we used to. I'm very worried about him. If you could tell me anything he's been saying, it would help this poor brother's peace of mind.
Roll me a charisma, brother. I'll let you use those acting chops.
19!
Hmm.
I am lying today!
Really good. Really good. She immediately softens at that. Like, you notice her almost coo as she goes, oh, no, I understand. Well, keep this between us, please.
Of
But
course.
he actually admires you greatly. And, well, he's very saddened to hear that you failed the entry exam. I mean, that was supposed to be your entire family's, well, that was your entire family's lifeline, the entire purpose of your being. And then he saw you do something else, and you were just fine. And he greatly admired that, but he was also terrified for you. I think he said something about wanting to push you away because he's scared that if you got too close to the rest of your family, it might mean something bad.
Oh.
So I don't know what he did. He's been trying his best to distance himself from you, which was why I was so happy to see him there when you were around. I thought that maybe you two could make something up, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made things worse.
A little.
What did he do?
He's very upset.
I think, to
Should
be
I-
fair, I think he is upset with you. I can't say that he's not, but I think it's more in the fact that he feels like you left him.
It's... You know, it's nothing that we can't just talk out like all brothers can.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could talk it out. I'm sure you can.
Of course.
She kind of smiles. She's beaming at you like, oh, family love, the true bond of brothers. Meanwhile,
God.
Phoebe and Adalia are plotting to help him shit himself.
Yeah.
Like, actively right fucking now.
Yeah, literally.
Go have your heartfelt talk with your brother in the bathroom.
Like, outside
Fighting
of
for
the
his
fucking...
life.
the fucking
You're
stall.
knocking on the stall like, hey man, you okay?
Hey man, I know
I
things
know
have been hard
that-
for you right now. Things have been
Like,
rather, shitty.
Things have been really hard for you, I know. And just inside the bathroom, just hear, oh god! Yeah, I know. It's hurting me too. Not like that, but you know.
But you know. Yeah. But yeah, do you have anything else you want to say to her?
No, I get the measurements and the fitting for
Yeah.
the...
Roll
Dress.
me a tailoring check.
Alright, what's that modifier gonna be?
I would say it's a wisdom.
Alrighty,
I don't think
wisdom.
you have... What does your novice tailoring skill allow?
Novice tailoring, just, above moderate, roll, simple tailoring.
Okay, so add your proficiency bonus to that.
Oh, cool. What is my proficiency? Oh,
It's
plus
a plus 4.
Hell yeah, so that brings me to a +8.
26! So you said you wanted to kind of like style the thing a little bit to look more,
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Can I... Before she leaves, I would like to ask, Martha, just an odd little question.
Yes?
Do you have a favorite color?
Oh. Huh. She kind of was like surprised by that. Huh. There's been a lot of grays in my family, cause she kind of gestures to herself, and you can tell even her uniform's pretty dull. You're assuming this is kind of what the more common folk or common students kind of are forced to wear, while you've noticed that like Phoebe, Adalia, and you have more extravagant uniforms with very bright colors. Hers is the same in some sense, but has less detail, has less trim to it, and is definitely less colorful. It's not as bold. But she thinks about it and she goes, well, actually, I really like purple.
Purple it is, then.
She smiles at that, and then she immediately goes, Oh, but you don't have to do anything, to that. It's greatly appreciated, but I don't want you to push yourself more than you have to.
Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing big, just simple.
She smiles at that and goes, okay, thank you. Really, I'll try to find a way to pay you back somehow.
And this is experience for my class. If anything, you're helping me.
Well, yes, but I understand that this is also a job for you. I'm assuming, considering that, well, she kind of gestures to you, now that you're taking the Jester Remedial class, I'm assuming you don't receive funding from your family anymore, do you?
Shit, I don't, do I?
You don't. You've never heard of this funding. You've
Yeah,
been mostly penniless broke.
Well, isn't that what school's for? Just getting used to things and then making a bit of money once you get going?
She kind of chuckles a little bit. I suppose. But I think it's still nice to be able to make a few cents here and there. And, like, she kind of collects herself and then goes, next time we meet, I'll ask, see how you feel on payment.
We'll talk about it then.
All right, I guess I'll have to get going to class. Feel free to do whatever you want with the dress. I'll send out a carrier pigeon if, you need anything from me.
I'll be sure to reach out.
She smiles and nods and leaves you alone with the dress. Is there anything else you want to do before I switch to the other two?
I'm gonna work on the dress a bit, but we don't have to talk through that.
Yeah, no worries.
No.
I'm assuming you'd be working on it for a good bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll talk to you about like, what I want to do with it later.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now that being said, let me put on some funny haha music. So.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, you want to make a guy shit himself?
Yeah.
So,
Time
you guys...
to ruin that guy's pants.
Absolutely. So you guys are immediately stepping into the apothecary, classes. And I'm assuming you two kind of sit together, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So
we've been
you guys,
doing that for a while.
That's what I assumed. You guys kind of sit together, and as usual, you do see Matic come in, and he's paid less and less attention to you guys, to be honest, because after his whole, like, grumpy, huffy tantrum episode, he still had to do classwork, and at the end of the day, he ended up just, like, pushing you away from his mind. So at this point, he's completely just kind of ignored you. He doesn't go out of his way to interact with you, but you know for a fact that he doesn't actively threaten you, question mark?
Okay.
But
that's fine.
he does seem more determined than usual. How strange. But you guys kind of let class go on. Give me a quick just apothecary check while you guys are
Nice.
here in class.
Absolutely. What's the check?
Let's do an intelligence.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yep.
Oh
11.
boy. Okay. I will be honest, you two are distracted with this shit yourself plan.
Yep.
Yeah, codename shit yourself or something. And
Code Brown.
Code Brown. Yeah, I'll take that. But the Code Brown operation. But you guys have kind of been out of it, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You just kind of have skimming by through this class. But regardless, you all kind of let class go by. I would like to assume that you guys once in a while, like, look at Maddock and then, like, look away before he's noticed that you guys have been looking at him.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if he's on the mind, we're like, what mood is he in? Is he bullyable today?
Is he bullyable? He seems determined. He doesn't seem to be too bad. But if you guys are specifically trying to read his mood, I want you to make an insight check on him.
Oh boy.
Absolutely. Wisdom?
Yes, let's do wisdom.
Oh boy.
19, 15.
19.
Perfect. I won't lie, he's not too hard to read, despite the mask.
Oh.
Weirdly enough, really easy to read. I guess it's something that him and Darian have in common. It's almost as if they're brothers or something. But you guys kind of get a good read on him. He seems very, very determined. He seems a little bit irritated. You don't know why. Maybe it's because of the duel. But regardless, he seems rather like, how you say, he seems determined. Seems like he could be bullied though. Maybe, depending on what you say. But as you guys end up hitting your break time, some students filter out, some stay, but you guys are now able to interact with Maddox as he seems to get up and has his books. He seems to kind of want to get out of class to grab himself a drink, as you have known.
Okay, so is the game plan I turn invisible, Adalia distracts? Or what do you want to do?
The game plan is follow me. I'm gonna, because the servant served tea, I can get a servant to do my dirty work here and serve him tea. All I have to do is push him into drinking it, and that is when you need to do the laxative thing.
So do I need to be invisible or no?
Be invisible. Yeah, like wait until he leaves the classroom.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the cafeteria, and I'm not going to be obviously like following him, but we're going to the same place.
I mean, should I follow him?
Potentially. Do you want him to see you going with us?
No. I mean, I will find a place to go turn invisible, and I can just tag along.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, word.
Yeah, I don't want to catch his attention until we all get there.
That's fine with me.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I am assuming that Maddie, you, Phoebe, you're specifically gonna step out where you make sure no one sees you before you turn invisible?
Yes.
Absolutely. So, you have been kind of working with your invisibility skill, and let me add your invisibility skill into your character sheet so you know how much MP you're going to be using. Because it is quite a good amount of MP. I think you should still be able to hit it, I believe. Let's see how much MP you have. Yeah, you got 15, so you're good. I'm going to put this into, I'm going to consider this spells.
Nice.
Since this specifically takes up MP. And I'm also going to do a funny thing called, no, I don't want you to paste without format. Oh my god. Hold on. Give me a hot tick and a half.
You're good.
There we go. Now it's there. Okay, so you now have access to your invisibility. It is, I would say, don't worry about the minutes right now. I'm gonna let this be for a while. But you will have to take off the MP that is required.
When does that refresh, by the way?
Every long rest.
Okay.
So,
Let's
yeah.
see.
You take off 10 MP from your 15.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys have a good amount. Yeah. Okay, cool. So immediately you turn the corner and you make sure that nobody is around, and whew, you pull out the screens of your laptop and immediately turn invisible, allowing yourself to sneak around without anybody even thinking of noticing you. As for you, Adalia, you manage to follow Maddox, who walks on his own to the cafeteria, and he seems to be interested in just water. What would you like to do?
So I am going to consult the pen. First, I'm sitting down at my own table where I have like an eye on him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna consult the pen, and I'm gonna kind of whisper to it and be like, "Hey, you were with me when we met Summer and walked into him, right? Do you remember that magic he used on us?"
It said yes.
All right. I need to ask you if you can do something similar.
Can you remind me what Summer did again? Was that the whole, like...
So, Summer was
convincing you?
able to... he was able to use, like, compulsion to get us to tell him something.
I see. Yeah, it was kind of like a weird charm person spell.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see where Charm Person is. Let me see, because I do have a thing for you, but I don't know if Charm Person might be too high for you. Let me look.
Charm Person... Yeah, what system are you using?
My own system, because I said so. It basically
Fantastic.
comes down to how much MP I want you to use, if you can manage to allow that. It is a first level spell, so that is around... Let me look at your MP. That's a lot of MP.
It is a lot of MP.
Roll me a general... what would be Arcana? Roll me a general intelligence check, and see if you can manage as your pen tries to write out a glyph and goes, it tries to write out a glyph and see if you can manifest it.
All right. Oh boy, intelligence roll. Let's see if I can do this.
Ooh,
22.
22. Okay, I'm gonna say this. You can cast it. You're gonna be out of MP for the rest of the day, though.
That is fine. This is the only spell I want to cast.
Okay, gotcha. So
I write a note
Mhm.
that says, Sam Aurelian, I heard you have a duel today. You'll need the energy. Drink the tea, water boy.
water
And
boy.
there's sort of like a glyph embedded in there somewhere.
Okay, sure.
Charm person to get him to fucking do it.
I'd like to think that what the pen does is write out the spell, and then it draws a bunch of fun little, like, stars, but in one of the stars is, like, a scribbled glyph in.
Yeah, there's like a heart with a glyph in it at the end of the message.
Exactly. Yeah. So you do that.
So I'll call a servant over.
Yeah. So I would say real quick, you and the pen write out this message in this glyph, and you feel something come over you, a strange electric wave that you recognize when you manage to do the animal pact magic. But this one almost seems more forced and a lot more powerful than you're used to. So the moment you finish out the sentence, you suddenly feel really drained, Adalia.
Ooh. It's worth it. It's worth it to
yeah.
get this guy to shit himself.
Indeed. But you close the message and you get a servant to get a pot of tea ready, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let them know that I wish to do a kind gesture for the Sam Aurelian boy. Please serve him some tea.
Okay.
My treat.
All right. You do that, and of course the servant, you being one of the more prestigious families, the Valio family is very well known, and you managed very well. He was sitting down, just kind of sipping at his water, kind of reading something, reading a book of some sort to pass like the time. But you notice halfway across a servant come in with a teapot and of course a singular teacup and the note as well. Now here's my question. I'm assuming not, because you didn't say it in character. You didn't say anything about hiding your identity, did you?
I did not say anything about hiding my identity because
Okay.
I'm having the servant do my dirty work for me.
That's what I was assuming. So the servant immediately, you can see her say something, and then Maddox looks at you and then eyes you suspiciously.
I give him a little smile and a wave. The note will do it.
Yeah.
As long as Phoebe puts the thing in the drink.
No, super. He will open it and read it and shrug and take a sip of the drink. He doesn't seem to notice any sort of bitter taste. However, the servant... Oh, wait, no. Before I do that, actually. Phoebe,
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a dex check to see how much of that you can slip in.
Oh boy, hopefully it touches no skin. Okay, my dex is... Yeah, give me
You
a
got
dex.
this, Phoebe. You got this.
A 16. That's pretty good. Yeah. So you manage to slip around him, and Maddox doesn't seem to know anything. But you look. I want you to give me a general perception check of what he's reading.
Okay, what is that modifier?
Wisdom.
Shit, okay.
Holy
23.
shit! I wasn't gonna give you all of this, but it's gonna be so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
So, you come around, and this guy, this motherfucker, is reading a very so, you see the cover, it's plain, and it looks like it is something like a hard, like, specific learning knowledge, study textbook kind of thing, but he has another book inside it that he's actually reading.
Oh.
And you get a slip of the cover, which is a dramatically painted, like, Renaissance couple of a very muscular man with a mask embracing a woman who seems to be fainting with her hair flowing through, with the dress kind of flowing along with it. And it says, and it says like something really stupid and really sappy, like the My brother is a loser. It has some really fucking sappy title, like The Knight's Night. Or no, I take that back. It's The Knight's First Night. And it's really shitty, and you can see it. You read like a couple of sentences. This thing is the cheesiest romance novel you've ever fucking seen.
Go.
And he doesn't know. He doesn't notice. And you just slip a little bit. You slip the laxative in there just easily. And this man who looks, even though you have the charm person on, he's still like smug. He's not going to change his personality. But he looks at the note, looks at you, Adalia, looks, like rather smug, like he's fucking better than you, but takes a sip of the tea after you slipped in the laxative. And this man acts like he's far better than Adalia. But then he turns the page, and it's like, it's more sappy love scenes.
No way.
This man is hopeless.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little bit of a loser. He would be on book talk.
For this
fucking
break,
nerd.
though, I'm assuming I don't have to be back immediately. How long is this break?
I would say the break's around like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Can I spend like 10 minutes just reading the book over his shoulder with him?
Sure, absolutely. I'd like to think that Adalia's now long gone and she's back in the classroom just like, where the fuck did Phoebe go? And
yeah, no, she's waiting for you.
You've generally kind of just been literally standing over your shoulder, just kind of, oh, the Duke, oh my god. And basically, this whole thing, like, you managed to get a little bit of the plot, and it was like, of this, like, Duke who's helping out a common girl who's been placed under a curse by a witch, and she's helplessly in love with the Duke, and the Duke's helplessly in love with her, but the curse doesn't allow her to confess her love to him, and the Duke is scared that he might be abusing his power, so he doesn't want to confess his feelings to her either, but tries his best to make sure that she's comfortable and happy and safe, and the entire time she wants to say that she loves him, but he can't, and she just thinks that he's being cold even though he's been protecting her from the sidelines. It's a whole like it's a miscommunication mess, like pure drama. Like, it's so clear that these two deeply care for each other, but he has a bad case of respecting her boundaries. And yeah, like, fucking Maddox eating this shit up.
I'm having a blast.
And by the time that you kind of, like, hear, like, a beeping in the back of your mind, and you know, like, oh shit, my time's almost out, you gotta leave by then. But you were invested, girl pop. You were invested.
Absolutely. I make sure that I have enough time to transform or, like, take the spell off. And then, you know, casually walk back into the classroom with Adalia.
Absolutely. Adalia, you waited the entire goddamn break, which was like 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, I'm immediately asking you what happened to you, Phoebe.
So it worked. I was able to get the entire laxative in his tea. However, he's not studying. He's
so he's not studying, which explains why he's an idiot. What was he doing?
He was reading a sappy romance novel.
Okay, so when you say sappy, I need you to elaborate. What do you mean? How sappy is it?
How like smutty is the book, Fresh?
It's not smutty. It's literally like pure yearning and miscommunication.
Okay.
Like you can tell this is kind of the book. Like, the spiciest scene you'll get is two of them brushing their hands against each other and then going, "Oh, but Duke, we can't." You know, kind of like that shit. Got you. Is pure vanilla.
Okay. Then in that case, Phoebe's like, he's reading this, like, book called The Knight's First Night, and it's about this, like, big, broad, strong man with, like, a petite little lady, and it is all just, like, complete corny, gushy, ooey woo like I'm madly in love with you type of romance. Like have you
Is
ever
it
seen
a
The
book
Princess
that
Bride?
Summer would read? Oh yeah, I've seen The Princess Bride.
Yeah, I love The Princess Bride.
Was
Um,
this like The Princess Bride but worse?
um, I was only able to catch a couple of like pages, maybe a full chapter. Yeah, I would say so. It's a misunderstanding plot. So, I don't think
Yeah, I mean,
the prose was really weird.
okay, that's look, I enjoy a good junk food novel every once in a while, but if the prose is weird,
Yeah, it's like the
no.
author takes himself a little too seriously.
No.
No.
But
It doesn't use the word orbs.
orbs. I think
It did.
saw. Yeah, it used orbs. I feel like they used Ma one time.
Growled.
I
Definitely
don't
said
hate
growled.
Oh,
They definitely used the phrase "eyes darkened."
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of the Wattpad things immediately. Yes.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Well,
God.
he's gonna shit himself now.
He shit himself now. Yeah. Super.
Perfect.
Give it a few hours. He's gonna
Um,
shit himself.
You know what? We never cleared what happens out. Is Darian still supposed to go to the grounds
I think so,
when the
but
deed is done? Okay.
hopefully by that point he'd be like holding his pants, not able to really, fight him type of deal. I'm hoping that he actually shits himself at the duel.
That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But Darian is worried about his brother's safety, so I guess maybe it's better he doesn't shit himself at the duel, because then he can't run.
Oh. Good point. You don't want him to run into the woods.
We don't want him to be unable to escape if it continues to go south.
Oh, you're worried that dog thing's gonna take him and he's like too busy shitting
I'm
himself?
a little worried about the dog thing. I don't know what the fuck is the deal with the Tamagotchi, but Darian's been getting weird about that too.
Yeah, Kuchipachi. There's something up with that thing.
This is why I never got a Tamagotchi when I was little.
Yeah, same here. I was like more of like a Polly Pocket kid.
I didn't have toys.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Is break done? Is class starting again?
Yeah, I would say the break's done, and once again, Matic filters in, and he smugly has that textbook, like acting like he fucking read that the entire time.
Awesome. Good for him.
Yeah. No, this man is so far up his own fucking ass, dog.
Pathetic.
Yeah. He looks at you two and just goes, "Huh," and sits down.
What a guy.
Yeah. What a
You know what?
What a dude.
You know what? I'll play his game. I give him a little and I continue back to my work.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, no worries. But I would say after that, is there anything else you guys would like to do? Or are you just gonna wait for the grand ship finale?
I guess we're just waiting until the grand ship finale, unless... yeah. God,
Yeah.
what was
How
my
many other
last-
plans?
Super. Yeah. I would say that as you guys kind of obviously you let the day go by, and you all end up finishing your classes, doing what you need to, and as you all kind of come back together to your dorms, Darian, you gotta get ready for your duel, brother.
Do I have any weapons?
You could ask Thiessen for a weapon.
You know, on my way back from classes, can
Yeah.
I stop by and talk to Thiessen?
Sure, absolutely. This guy's training all the time. He's kind of a meathead.
Oh, I know I'm going to regret this. Thiessen,
Yeah. The man's like
I-
large in the middle of like training with a buddy. Not to be weird, but this dude's like super fucking sweaty.
Cam notices.
I know Cam notices. Yeah, but he stops training, using a sweat cloth to kind of wipe his brow, kind of looks down and goes, Oh, hi, Lord Darian, what can I do for you?
Wow.
What?
I need a favor from you.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Say I needed to fight something,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't actually want to inflict serious damage.
Okay.
What would I use for that?
My best guess would probably be a staff. You do need a little bit of technique to use it properly, but since it's a general blunt weapon, it would probably do less damage than an actual piercer. I would also probably recommend a rapier, but that can do some pretty precise damage, and if the wrong technique is used, it could actually hurt both you and your opponent more than anything else, so I would recommend some caution to that, maybe. Like, he seems very knowledgeable about this, weirdly enough.
Staff would probably work. I'd be able to knock him off his feet if he got too close at the very least.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Just thinking hypotheticals. Where would I get a staff, Thiessen?
I could probably give you one. You're being weird right now. Like, weirder than usual.
That's a little bit rude.
I don't mean it to be rude, but am I wrong?
Everyone on this campus needs to start being nicer to me.
I'm
God
trying-
forbid I do anything.
Please forgive me, but am I wrong?
Do you want me to learn how to fight or not, Thiessen?
You're the one asking me for a staff. Look, before you start crying, I'll get you one, I promise.
I'm not I don't.
Maybe stop whimpering and I'll believe you for once. And he steps away.
Aw, like as he steps away, Darian just sits there and like once he's gone, just kind of like stomps the ground for a moment, just like fine.
He comes back with a staff, luckily, and he goes, All right, I want you to understand a little bit. Keep your hands here, and he kind of holds it down towards like the lower middle. You'll have more control, kind of understand where your feet are going. The last thing you need is to kind of lose balance with this. Even though it won't hurt you, you can still do a little bit of damage to yourself if you fall on this wrong. And it is heavier than it looks. I want you to be aware of that, but overall, this will probably be the closest thing to not hurting anybody as much as they should. Just be careful where you hit them, because blunt force trauma can induce quite a bit of damage. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't aim for the head. That can definitely do damage to the brain.
That, and he kind of like gestures to the neck as well.
Oh yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
If it will greatly damage him if you hit him around that, whoever you are fighting around that area. I hope you're not doing anything. I mean, considering that you're asking for a staff, I'm assuming it's not anything crazy, but I hope you're not doing anything crazy with this, Darian.
I'm not doing anything. Let it be known, I have started nothing.
That doesn't really assure me. If you
Will
need...
anything assure you?
Not really, but if you need help with anything, I feel
No,
like...
I need as few people involved with this as possible.
Oh, well, as a friend, I wanted to let you know my help is offered.
I appreciate that. And I knew that I could come to you for this.
You hold out. He hands you the staff, and it is a lot heavier than you expected. Yeah, be careful with that.
This is a branch. This is just a branch.
No, staffs are technically branches, but they're specifically carved out to help weigh out to balance out the weight. You're basically relying on the weight to help you. Don't push yourself, I guess.
Got it.
he kind of like pauses for a moment and then like puts his hand, like slams his hand down on your shoulder. It does more, like it pushes you down more than the staff does. And he's just like, all right, well, I'll be around during night duty. So, if you need me, I'll be here. I do know that Adalia does come out at night. So, you know, if you need to find me, you can find Adalia.
If I need anything, I'll scream. And I'm sure you'll hear me.
Yes, I know that I would more than likely be well aware that I can hear you, yes. He just kind of nods a little bit and he goes, all right, well, remember, don't hit the head, don't hit the throat, you should be fine.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course.
God, it's heavy.
You're like dragging it. Give me just a general strength check just to see where this goes.
What a fucking strength check?
Yeah, of course he knows Veggie. He does night shift.
Okay, so good news.
Uh-huh.
My level bonus evens out the fact my strength is -2.
Yay. Oh! Oh, honey. Okay. I like the thought that, like, you two say your goodbyes, and Thiessen turns around ready to walk by, and then one of, like, his classmates goes, Thiessen, you might wanna, and, like, it gestures behind. He turns around and sees Darian dragging it through the floor. He's taking one step after the other, like,
He's trying to, like, flip it onto his shoulder, like, lift it onto his shoulder. It keeps sliding and rolling off, and, like, almost hitting him in the arm.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, no, that's definitely it. But you manage, luckily, after a while.
Eventually.
Yeah, after a while, you finally manage to bring it back to your dorm. Idalia and Phoebe, you are obviously back before Darian is, and you see Darian have a giant stick with him for some reason.
Oh. What are you using that for?
A backup plan.
Are you sure you're gonna use that stick for a backup plan? I don't. Darian, you look like you're struggling with that, I'm gonna be honest.
I am. But, look, if something happens, not that I don't trust your plans, but if something happens and I still need to fight, I need something that's non-lethal that I can just knock him over and tell him to go home.
I'm sure he'll be plenty knocked over this afternoon.
I hope so, but I need to be ready.
I want to see if he's still smug
Who?
when his guts are destroying themselves in the bathroom.
Do you want to see him in the bathroom or the aftermath?
No, aftermath. I just want to see a broken shell of a man.
Above game, you live with one.
You
already get to see one Samarellian struggle every day.
every single day.
You can now find out that it is a family thing.
It is a family trait. Congratulations, you get to hear the family whimper.
The family whimper?
We're all this pathetic.
That's just their motto. It's just a whimper.
Some of us just cover it with flashy magic.
Ain't that exciting? Okay.
His
Awesome.
sister is the
Dies
only
in
one
his
that doesn't
father's
whimper, and that's why
dogginess.
she's cut out of the portrait.
She had a backbone.
Oh,
God.
it's perfect. It's exactly everything I've ever wanted. But okay. But you guys, I'd say before you all meet up with Maddock for... I'm assuming you guys are all gonna follow Darian to his duel to make sure he's not fucking terrible and dead.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to know, is this like, are there rumors about this fight? How many people know about this?
Actually, nobody, weirdly enough.
I actually would like to grab a knife from Thiessen just in case, because the backup plan looks like it's gonna kill Darian before Darian kills his brother.
Okay. I would like to say that Thiessen parted with a knife when you guys had your one-on-one combat. So you
Okay,
have
perfect. I already have it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
Do I have a weapon?
Let me add that to my inventory.
Not that I am aware of.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say you do not have a weapon, but you can, I don't know, maybe grab like another stick that you find around.
I'll chill. If it comes down to it, I'll bare fisticuffs.
You have been taking those training lessons, and Thiessen has admitted that you have grown.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, but you guys are all going to come with Darian for his amazing duel.
Yeah, we'll be moral
Yeah.
support.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
So you guys all kind of end up where? You guys end up outside, and it is close to dusk, close to you guys' meeting time. Darian, you kind of forgot. You don't know where he said to meet up.
Oh shit, wasn't it just like in the yard?
You're assuming, maybe?
Ah, fuck.
What's wrong, Darian?
I don't know where he is.
He didn't tell you?
Look, at the time when he challenged me, he tried to just say, "Oh, we're dueling," and walk away. I already had to drag him back to find out when, and then he changed the time like 3 times.
I feel like it would
And
be.
he didn't tell you the place?
Would it not be in the combat area, like on the field?
We should check the field first.
We could check the field first.
You guys are checking the field?
Oh shit, I have another question. I'm trying to figure out whether Darian would have left the Tamagotchi at the dorm.
All up to you.
You gotta feed it.
Because I think it would have been something on his mind that he's like, you know what, maybe I should just, like, leave this and I shouldn't have it with me. But I also think out of pure obsessive habit,
Yeah.
he can't put it down that long.
If
Yeah.
you're gonna fight him, would it be funny if one of us had it strapped to like a baby Bjorn or some shit?
Yeah, we'll hold him for you. We'll babysit
see when it gets
Kuchipachi.
there.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say you have it, Darian, or would you give it to somebody else to hold for now?
It's in my pocket for now.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We can do that, no problem. So I guess that being said, you have it, and Darian, you've noticed it. It hasn't asked to be fed all day.
Oh god. Oh, the music fucking ended.
It's still going. No, but yeah, it hasn't been asked to be fed all day. When you check it, it acts like how it usually does, and you don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh god. I don't know if that's a good thing. Shit. I think like Darian's like absentmindedly like playing a game with it as they're walking around trying to find this fucking duel.
Yeah, I'd like to think like you three are walking around, and as you do, Darian, you've managed to finally muster up enough strength to have like this stick over your shoulder, and then on top of that, you see like in both hands, you're like kind of fiddling with the buttons, and then Idalia and Phoebe, you just hear pop, 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 ah! Like these weird beepings. And it's very clear, like, he's nervously playing mini games.
Okay.
Catching fruit in a basket.
I guess it's just up to us to find Maddox.
Yeah. All y'all give me general either investigation or perception checks.
Oh fuck, what are the modifiers on those?
Either
Intelligence.
wisdom or intelligence.
I'm going wisdom.
I've got wisdom.
11.
18.
Unless there's like an unconventional way for me to do this investigation check,
No, I don't think so.
probably not.
No, 11 piece, I don't think so, bestie.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna do it upside down. No, that's not gonna. Where is the modify? Oh no,
Oh, boy.
that wouldn't have helped me anyway.
Yeah, I would say, Phoebe, you manage. Like, it's really
Okay.
obvious. Girl, why don't you guys just check the fucking yard? Like, that's usually where that shit is. So, why not? So you guys all end up where you need to, and you guys stay in the yard for a while, and you wander around a little bit, and weirdly enough, like, dusk happens, and curfew's coming upon y'all, and he doesn't arrive for a while. And
Are we just hanging out?
you guys are
How
literally
long-
you guys are literally just hanging out. It hasn't been long, to be fair, like maybe like 10-20 minutes tops.
Okay.
And you guys have just been kind of letting it be for a while, and as time goes on, you kind of wonder, he either flaked out on you, or those fucking, like, bastards are really fucking good.
You know, if your opponent doesn't show up to the duel after 15 minutes, your honor is intact if you leave.
That is school rules. I don't know if that's combat.
Oh, what, is he going to tell me otherwise? He isn't here.
We're on a
maybe those-
campus. I think it counts.
Maybe the laxatives really just got the best of him.
Maybe he's still shitting.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's still shitting.
Maybe
know
he's still shitting.
That could be it.
As you guys debate on whether or not you are legally allowed to leave for a duel after 15 minutes, surprisingly, you hear the school bell. And this usually means that curfew has begun. And as you guys kind of wait, something comes over you all.
God.
What do you mean?
I don't like that
What do you
music.
mean?
That's new
That's
music.
new.
That's new.
There's nothing wrong.
Music.
But you guys hear the school bell play over, and dusk begins, and the lights around the school begin to light up. As you wait, after a while, for a while, you believe, oh, maybe it's fine. Maybe he just left and something he called off. Maybe the laxative truly did help. But as you all are ready to leave, in the distance, you see him. You see your brother, Darian. His mask is on, and he seems to stand there for a moment across the field. And for a while, he just stands there, staring at all of y'all. And all of y'all, I need you to roll me a perception check.
I'm so fucking freaked.
21.
21? Natural 1. You're freaked the fuck out, bestie.
Straight freaking it.
You are indeed straight freaking it.
And by it, I mean your panic.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
16.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, bestie. I will say, let's see. Hold on, let me look something up. I feel bad because I always have shit that is like, oh, this would look so cool. I forgot to ask Tilly to help me with shit. Completely my fault. But Blair, Phoebe, you don't see it. But Darian, Adalia, you can tell something's wrong. As he comes in and immediately he says nothing to you, Darian. There's something wrong with his movements, almost as if he is almost being puppeted around.
Oh,
His
God.
feet drag across the floor almost as if they don't even pick up. And you see him, and he sees you, and immediately his book flips open, and you see a glowing around him. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Is it initiative score plus
Dex.
level or?
Oh, it is plus level. I need...
Alright, so.
I'm gonna keep this
Give me a
music on.
couple
Usually
seconds.
I use my...
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Shit.
24, baby.
24.
24.
8.
Usually I use my
with
battle
the-
music, but I feel like this is appropriate.
Plus 3 total. Okay. 7.
7. All right. Let's see.
You know what? It was worth the shit yourself spell. It was worth it.
I won't say anything, but that did help. That did help. All right, so Darian, you got 8. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Blair, you got 24, so you're probably going first.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, Idalia, you got a 7. And Idalia. I need to start rolling privately since the real shit's happening. But just for context, I will roll his initiative. A 10. So 10 for Maddock. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Phoebe, you are going first. And right now, I need you to roll me a quick wisdom check. As you see Maddock, and finally, as he comes closer and the glyphs around him begin to glow, you notice something. Something's not right. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Perfect. Okay. This is great. So, Maddie,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you your weapon craft skill. You're making monkey noises.
Yeah, like Blair's like tweaking, like I'm so fucked. I don't have anything right on me.
All right, I'm gonna put this also in your spells because this takes up MP. But so basically, here's what happens. Phoebe, you see this man slowly drag his feet across the floor. They don't seem to pick up, or rather just drag through the grass and dirt, almost leaving a trail behind him. You can hear a noise from him, but it doesn't sound human. And almost immediately on instinct, you know is something wrong. You felt this before. You felt this in the forest before. This electrifying feeling of a pure fight or flight instinct. And immediately, you feel something begin to glow in your arms. You just know whatever's happening, this isn't a duel. This is a fight for survival immediately. Maddie, what weapon would you like to summon?
Okay. I'm my best stat I think in combat right now is Dex. So I need a finesse weapon. I think the best one for me currently is the Elven Curve Blade. I'm not 100%.
So I'll be honest, you have 3 options, bestie.
Got you.
Yeah, your 3 options in your stuff are the great axe, the light crossbow, and the dagger right now.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no worries. I'm like, where did I put that? But yeah, those are your options. What would you like to do?
Hit? Okay, so this is a D20 plus level plus strength.
Yes.
Strength, I have a -2 right now. That is level plus dex. Light crossbow. Ooh, okay. And then dagger is a 1d20 plus level plus dex, and then 1d4 piercing.
Yes.
You know what? I don't trust him. I need to summon a light crossbow.
Absolutely. You summon a light crossbow and immediately you begin to shoot. Darian, you watch the man that you don't know, but you know has been told to be your brother. And before you can react, Phoebe immediately manifests a crossbow out of nowhere. You've never seen this happen. And before you can react, Phoebe, I need you to roll a hit, which is Dex plus your level D20. As he is definitely going to dodge.
Fucking hell. So, Dex plus level, that is a 4.
Yeah, and he gets a +1 to his.
Please. Lurton!
+1. So it's a +3. I hope you guys like my funny little music.
It's so unsettling.
Thank you.
I have art to christen the fight.
Oh, it's a -1.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
This silly magic.
Yippee! This is gonna be so creepy. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That better be a crit.
Yeah. Okay. So, Maddie, I need you to roll damage, which is a 1d6 plus your dex.
Okay, 1d6 plus my dex. Let me double check before I put that in. Okay.
Whoa, Kuchi Pachi be upon ye.
3.
3, that's still good. Okay, cool. You immediately take your bow out, and you've never known that you could do this before. You just feel this pure adrenaline begin to shoot through you, almost as if you register this as an immediate threat. You get in front of Darian before he can react and shoot a crossbow out. The bolt shoots forward and slams into his shoulder, and it sinks. This is the first time you've ever hit a person, and you watch the blood seep into his wounds, into his clothes, and you just kind of realize, oh fuck, you hit a person. But as you do so, he doesn't flinch. He just stays for a moment and then looks at you. And whatever you did, you know immediately he's gonna come after you, bestie.
Oh, I know. I'm looking at him. Like, I like to think that Blair in these situations have been pretty, like, trying to be lighthearted and stoic, but something about this in particular is setting her off and all that she can relive right now over and over in her head are the last few moments of her gripping onto her life as she's slowly bleeding out on the floor of her apartment. And that is on loop as though she cannot get out of her head, and the only instincts in her brain right now is to kill, is to fight back, is to survive. Perfect. So no, she's not going to be reasoned with in this situation.
No, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. You watch as he takes out a scimitar. You didn't know this motherfucker had a scimitar. It was almost as if something had given it to him. And he immediately casts something. You hear him mumble across his breath, almost as if his voice is not his own. And immediately you see not one, not 2, but 3 versions of him, all holding a scimitar. And I need you to roll. Would you like to dodge, parry, or tank as he comes after you with a scimitar?
Good God. Dodge, parry, tank.
Yes.
So parry is when I would be able to react and hit him, right?
Yes, and you do have a skill, I believe, that I gave you called combat analysis. You have something called bold parry. Working on your combat helps you get your foot in the door. If you decide to parry, you can take your tank modifiers and apply it to your parry roll.
Oh shit, wait, what are my tank modifiers?
Your
okay,
tank
right here?
is, so it is ×2 your con plus your dex plus level instead of half your con, or half your dex.
So wait, instead of doing like half my parry, it would just be the full tank?
Yeah, so it's a +5 for your parry.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So what would be those rolls like in applied to like roll 20? Like what would I be typing in for the parry? Would it be 5 or for the parry?
Just a +5.
Then, okay, so but like I'm kind of not understanding the bold parry. Do I add both these together or no?
No, just add your parry roll because I already changed it. I need to change your tank as well, but
okay, so I'm using this instead.
Yes.
Okay. You know what, dog? I know this is... Well, I also have playing dirty. I don't know if I could use that in fighting. Bold parry, combat analysis. Okay, could I use combat analysis at any point during this turn or no?
No, sadly only on your turn. So when it comes to your turn, you can.
Okay, this is not smart. I will try and parry.
Okay. So roll that plus
19.
a 5. Oh, shit. All right, he's gonna roll. He's not very great at his physical stuff. It's almost as if he's not supposed to be fighting physically, but he is. A 9. Okay, so immediately what happens is he runs, charges at you, but his footing is staggering. It's almost as if he's not running on his own, almost as if he's being controlled. And he runs at you, a mad dash, and immediately you use your bow and slam against his scepter and swipe up before he slams down on you. And immediately you pull your light bow down and gives you a clear shot. Give me another hit roll.
Fuck yeah.
As he tries to dodge. What's his dex again?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's also a +3.
So level plus dex. I keep on forgetting it.
Yeah, no worries.
Level plus dex. Yes. Please. 5.
6. Sadly, you begin to load another bolt, but he's too close and almost too manic as you let off another shot. Whew, It goes past him just barely, cutting through his hair but not cutting him himself. You see him closer. Even with the mask on, there is something wrong with him, almost as if he's not there. And it is now your turn, Darian. You have barely interacted with your brother, but through the few that you have, you know for a fact that he would, at least from what you're aware, he wouldn't act this manic. When you interact with him, he was stuck up, sure, but he seemed just like a normal younger brother, and through what Martha described, he seemed nice. Whatever this was, this is the manic behavior of someone who wants to kill you.
And beyond that, he challenged me to a duel. I showed up with, like, 2 other motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't said shit about it.
Yeah.
I know he would throw a fucking fit.
Yeah.
This ain't him.
No.
There is something goddamn wrong here.
Yeah.
Where... Real quick question.
Yeah.
I know we said we're in, what, the combat yard?
Mm-hmm.
The field?
Yeah, the field.
Are we on the side closer to the woods?
I'll be honest, yes. You're not, I would not say that you're like close to the woods, but the woods are in your eye line.
Thought so.
Yeah.
Alright, just keeping that in mind for myself. By now, I've put my Tamagotchi away for safekeeping in my pocket.
Yeah.
I have my staff at the ready.
I will say, while you have that, bestie.
Oh god.
I want you to check your Tamagotchi, actually, as you hear the familiar beeps of it hungry.
We can't do that right now. We can't do that.
Oh.
I shove it roughly in my pocket and I, like, grab the staff.
Okay.
And I'm straight up, I am telling this thing out loud. We can't do that.
Oh, you're saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm saying
Awesome.
that, like, straight up just out loud. We're not going to do that.
Okay. All right.
I would like to try... he's close enough that he's attacking Maddie.
Yes, he is very close ranged.
I would like to try and go for the back of the legs.
Okay.
Just get him in the knees.
Mm-hmm.
Try and get him knocked down.
Okay. Let me look at staff stats real quick so I can tell you what to add. I believe a 5e staff weapon is a dex, I believe.
Okay.
Ooh, I love this. Sorry, I love this thing. I love this song. But, yeah, it is a dex versatile weapon, so it is plus dex plus your level, and since you're not proficient in it, don't add proficiency.
Alright. So, plus dex, no proficiency, so
Plus
dex
level. Yes.
Yeah, so that'll be a plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. He is going to also try to get dodge, but because he's also mirrored image, his thing is increased. It's doubled. So he adds a plus 8. 26.
Ooh.
Sadly, you try to bring down this staff on him, but you come down and immediately your staff hits nothing, as the person you thought would be your brother is a mirage and poof, fades away immediately as all of the other 2 mirrored images set their eyes on you. And once again, you hear another beeping. And did you put it in your pocket?
Yeah, I put it in my pocket.
Okay, awesome. Let me do something real quick.
Oh god.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me look at your things. I am like going through 5 times 2. What's your dex score?
My dex is 13,
13.
so it's plus 1.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna look at something real quick. So that okay. All right, awesome. Plus 2. What's your level? It is plus 2 as well, so that's 4. cool. Awesome. That is perfect, actually. Yeah, you feel something rumbling through your pocket, and you don't know what. Something is
fuck.
moving in your pocket.
Oh, fuck. I think I have an idea.
Alrighty. Now that we are here, Idalia, it is your turn. Do you have your pen on hand?
My pen is absolutely with me.
Yeah, super. It is shaking in your hand. It wants to write something so bad.
All right, I'll give it the screen. I'll give it the little paper I have.
Okay.
Go
cool,
off,
cool.
buddy.
Yeah.
We need you.
It immediately scribbles. And it's like scribbling so fast. And he immediately goes, and then it stops.
Are you panicking? You're a pen. You're not supposed to
It's scribbling all around. It's just like absolute scribbles. And then it stops. And it goes, copy it.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best on a new page to
Awesome.
trace it.
Yeah, as you do that, I am going to give you your copy skill.
Yay!
Alright, your copycat skill. And it costs MP, but since you're in a dire situation, it will not cost this time. Alrighty. I'm so sorry. I should have added these to y'all before, but one, I forgot, and two, I feel like it's more appropriate.
The reveal's fun.
It is fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you begin to copy this thing, you get the mirror image casting spell. And let's see, what else do you get? Roll me a 1d4 right now.
Absolutely.
Because his spells are actually all very illusion-based, but I'm going to see if I can get you something
3.
else. 3. Let's see what you get at that. Oh boy. Let's see. What do you get, bestie? How do you feel? How do you feel right now?
How am I feeling?
How are you? Oh my god. Oh shit. Interesting. Okay.
Very fun sentence to hear.
Yeah, I'm gonna type you something real quick, bestie.
Oh.
So,
Oh god.
You immediately feel something in you, and I will tell you, Veggie, this electrifying feeling you understand is magic coursing through you, but there is something so familiar about it. As you look at Maddock and begin to trace his image, and you feel something. You now have access to now, I will be honest, I don't have these, like, for you. I don't have them in my system, but I do want to give you these as reference. You will have access to the mirror image spell and a fun one that you rolled on as a level 3 spell.
Oh boy. Are you typing it in the doc or
VC
in DMs?
chat. VC chat just for now.
Chat.
Yeah, this is just a general 5e. What do you feel like casting? You feel like the lightning spell would definitely take a lot out of you, but haha, it might be some big boy damage.
Yeah, you know what? I would like to see if I can, like, spot something real quick before I decide what I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to
Just
hold
with
your
my
turn?
eyes?
Or what do you want to do?
Not hold much. So what I want to see is, can I see what is moving him? Like, are there magical strings, or is this, like, some other magic bullshit that I can't physically affect?
Give me a general intelligence check, but this is going to be a very high roll, because you
Absolutely.
don't know.
Let me open my advanced dice roller. Come back, dice roller.
I'm going to say it's a really high roll. I'm willing to bet you're not going to get whatever this is.
Yeah. Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm gonna do if it fails.
23.
Yo.
That's really good. But I won't give it to you. But you do, as you look, you see something coming out of the ground. And it's small. And you barely noticed it, but as you look and examine, you just have an eye for picking up on these things, and knowing the forest itself, you know that whatever this is, it has to be something. Clearly, whatever is controlling this, Matic is not himself. And you see something gripped around his shoe, almost as if it is like a vine, except it's fleshier than that. And you can see it pulse, but barely. It looks like a nerve?
I know exactly what I'm going to do.
All right, what would you like to do?
I accidentally closed roll 20. So, I'm going to use the lightning spell. Can I flavor it a certain way?
Depending, because you are new to magic. Tell me what you want to do.
What I want to do is send an just flavor-wise, I don't know if this plays out with the numbers. I want to send an electric current through the ground because I know that bitch is conductive.
Okay. Give me a general intelligence check to see how well you can use this magic, because this is new to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
As much as I want to give this to you, this is
loads in again because it hates me.
You're fine. Like, I want to give this to you, but this is a very meticulous shot, if that makes sense. You are basically wanting to aim for a nerve and not the man.
Yeah, I'm trying to do magic surgery here.
Exactly.
Intelligence. Okay, girl, don't miss. Don't miss, girl. 6.
You're gonna have to hit him.
That's okay. I've already chosen electricity. Sorry about your brother.
All right. He's gonna make a quick dodge dexterity roll, and because it's an 8, I believe. It's a +8. Because he has his mirror image, he still counts. So roll me a hit score. And I'm going to roll against that as he tries to dodge.
What are the numbers for that?
Your hit, it is going to be your intelligence plus, yeah. I should give you a DC score, but right now let's make it your intelligence plus your level.
Okay.
He got a 10, so that's easy to beat.
2. All right, roll 20, please.
23.
Okay.
All right, this is going to good chunk of damage. 8d6 right now.
8d6. Whoa. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh. He has a lot of HP, because despite that, he's pretty skilled.
35.
Holy shit! That's pretty good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm killing your brother.
That's good fucking damage. Yeah, immediately you rush and you allow your pen to work with you. As you trace over the image, you feel a glow over you and almost a familiarity come through you as you, one pen stroke after another, slam your pen down into the sketchbook, and there's a bright light, except it doesn't come from your sketchbook, but it comes from the sky as immediately it crashes down onto the floor, and you see this bright light of electricity burst out and hit this guy. Weirdly enough, he's still standing, and he's standing pretty all right.
How bright was that? I'm just curious if anyone might pick up on that.
It was pretty bright.
Oh boy.
It was an electric shock.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh,
you
super.
just literally summoned lightning, so yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty big boy roll, but I tell you feel really out of it.
I used a big boy spell and then another big boy spell. I'm not
You
feeling
are
good.
really tired, and I might say you're gonna have to take some disadvantages for the next few rolls because you pushed yourself, and you pushed yourself hard. That being said, I would say you can no longer use the mirroring skill because you kind of pushed yourself a bit too hard, bestie.
Yep.
All right. That being said, we are now coming back up to Phoebe. It is now your turn. You just watched Adalia strike this guy with lightning, but as you're like, fuck yeah, that's so cool, you look back at her. She seems drained, and she seems very vulnerable.
Uh-oh. I would like to stand in front of Adalia if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And what would you like to do?
If I choose combat analysis, do I lose my attack?
No.
No?
Yeah. Roll me a combat analysis.
What is that? I don't think it says anything about the roll.
I want that to be a wisdom.
Okay, and I don't lose my attack.
No, you do not.
All right, let's go.
17. That's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Immediately, you can tell this guy took a good amount of damage, but he is not down. However, you can tell that his balance is wobbly. He does not have a good stance, and it's weird that he's relying on physical attacks. You can either try to get this weapon out of him, try to knock him prone, or try to see if, like, somehow, some way you can restrain him, because it seems fairly easy. But you have a few options to his weaknesses, because this guy, again, he's manic. And clearly, this is a guy who fights from a distance. The fact that he's coming up to you so close is already, he's putting himself at a disadvantage.
Okay, so he has a weapon? Like,
he does.
The knife.
Yeah, he has the scimitar.
Okay, I think I want to shoot his hand where it's holding the knife.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll give you advantage on that because you analyzed that. So roll me that as he tries to dodge.
Okay, level plus dex.
Ooh, he got a 26.
I'm dead. So I roll twice?
Yes.
I roll twice because it's advantage, right?
Yeah, you are at advantage.
Okay. 10. Alright, next roll better be fucking good.
Oh, sadly not. I will say that is a hard target. So you set up your bolt and immediately try to aim it through, and as it shoots past, he just moves just a bit, managing to just dodge as you shoot it through. And you're staying in front of Idalia, is that correct? Or are you going to move at all? All right.
I'm not moving.
As that happens, immediately, Cam, Darian, you feel something claw at your pocket. As
Ow.
It does not like staying inside. It had promised to help, and it will. Darian, please roll me a dex check as you try not to fall yourself prone as something claws its way out of your pocket.
14. I think immediately, the moment that Darian feels like claws against his thigh, staff is like out of his hands, dropping to the ground. He's like trying to scramble and reach into his pocket to pull this shit out.
As you try to pull this shit out, you expect your Tamagotchi, but it is bigger. What comes out is something you've never seen before. It comes out almost wet and slimy as a creature, a green hand, reaches out and pulls itself out. And all of you see this disgusting green creature. It opens its mouth, teeth, a gummy jaw, unhinges almost, and you see fingers peek through as it helps crawl itself out. And you can hear the raspy breaths of a creature you have never seen before, but is very familiar to you.
Happy birthday.
Welcome to the stage, Coochie Pachi!
Are those hands inside its mouth?
God.
Thank you, Tilly!
Oh my god!
Thank you, Tilly!
Yay, Tilly.
Oh my god, Jesus!
This is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah!
Ew.
You see this horrifying green creature, the size of a baby, crawl out of your pocket. A mouthy groan leaves it, almost as if it is just pain to breathe, as it gets on its 2 feet and goes, "Ma! Ma!"
Oh no.
It's ready to fight. It's coming after y'all. Not y'all, it's coming after Maddock. Did I give you the creature summoning ability, Edge?
In my sheet, I know it's in our DMs.
It's okay, let me add that in for you, baby
Yeah,
girl.
It's not in the sheet yet.
Don't worry.
Why'd you
that is
sound so
fine.
uncomfortable?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
I just got the creepypasta hyper-realistic equivalent of one of the Smiling Friends characters crawling out of my pocket.
Be nice to your son. Edge, be nice to your son.
It is indeed Mip, except green.
You kiss a High Court Fae on the lips?
You kiss a High Court Fae on the lips. Alright. Edge. I will say, you do not have control over this thing, so it's just going to kind of do its own thing right now. Are you okay with that?
Oh, yeah, that... Honestly, Darian is not in the frame of mind to think out strategy.
Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, sure. That is perfect. Immediately, you guys watch as this creature begins to not step, but almost crawl out from Darian's pocket, almost ripping the seams as it comes out as a disgusting, fleshy creature. And despite its, how can I say, its bulbous flesh, it is really fast, as immediately it is going... Shut up, Edge. So funny. As immediately is going to attack. And I am going to, okay, +5, plus your level, as a 7. Okay. 11, and then +8. Okay, so you watch as this creature, so quick, almost as if it itself is defying the laws of physics, begins to immediately lunge towards your brother Darian. And quickly, it tackles the man to the floor, knocking him prone. And you see, as it holds it down, crushing this man, it does 2d8 plus 3 damage. So let me do that for you, bestie. Ooh, 10. That's pretty good. He is not looking good right now, besties.
Oh, God.
Your brother is not looking good, and Kuchipachi is rather hungry as he slams this guy to the floor and opens a gaping maw, and you can hear the clothes on Maddox's body sizzle. His saliva's acidic.
Oh, Christ.
Anyways,
I think at that point...
Yeah, it's
Darian is like just still shocked still.
Mm-hmm.
He can't bring himself to move.
Mm-hmm.
But at like the sizzle, he's at least trying to push himself up or get closer or something. He doesn't want to grab this thing to pull it off of Maddox, but he also feels like he can't just sit there. It's like, no, get off of him! Get off of him! Don't do that!
Alright, is that a command?
Yes.
That will be your turn. Is that alright?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. You immediately tell him to get off, and it does not stop as Kuchipachi pauses and slugs itself off, and you could hear, even though it comes off, it is salivating. It is hungry. And that is your turn. Whose turn is it next? After Darian, it is Adelia! You see this horrible creature that defies all laws of nature. It is the most disgusting thing that you have ever seen. What would you like to do? You feel very weak.
Hey, Darian, is this supposed to happen?
I don't know.
Whatever, it's fine. I'm a flesh creature too. I think originally she was planning to try and stab, or at least like try to cut at the roots.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Maddox is a little bit weakened, but she doesn't want to go near that fucking thing.
That's fair.
I think she's gonna get a. No, she's gonna prepare an action and hold hers. If the trigger is if Kuchipachi gets further away from Maddox, she will attack the roots.
Okay, sure. Alright, so you're holding your position. Alright, that being said, Phoebe, it is your turn. You are seeing the most disgusting creature that you have ever laid eyes on.
Awesome. So Kuchipachi's still there on like next to Matic, right?
Yes, but he is not on Matic, leaving him very much prone and able to be attacked or knocked out.
Cool. If I get on the opposite end of him, does that also count as a flank?
Yes, it does, because Kuchipachi is technically an ally.
I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Get this motherfucker!
Alright, I would like to go on the opposite end of Matic.
Okay.
And instead of, like, you know, am I allowed to ask his HP currently?
I won't say, but I will say he does not look good. Maybe a few more attacks and he's down.
Okay, I don't necessarily want to kill him, so, I might try and knock him out.
Okay, cool. Roll me a hit, and it is with advantage because not only is he prone, but you are flanking. I will allow you to add your proficiency bonus as well.
What is that? My
+4.
+4. Slay.
I believe. Yep, proficiency bonus is a +4.
Okay, is that plus my level, plus my level, or just +4?
Plus your level as well. So it is your dex plus your level +4.
Dex plus level?
Yeah.
+4?
Yes, indeed.
Alright, I don't even know if I need advantage, but hell yeah.
Take the advantage, buddy.
15. Alright, what's the next one? 26!
Alright.
I want to kick him with my boot. I want to knock him out with my little foot.
Okay, yeah, you managed. Yeah! So, do you want to flavor that? You just kick him?
Okay, yeah. I pay very little mind to Kuchipachi. I think as I'm walking over, sort of like, not really running, but definitely like, just walking over to this guy. I give like Kuchipachi a little glance, and obviously I'm like, there's like an uncomfortable expression across my face, but almost like, with like, not a stone cold glance, but like definitely a quiet, like, sense of like fear and anger and horror and disgust. She very wordlessly takes her foot and with all of her strength comes crashing down on the side of his skull.
Okay. Now give me a... Let's do it plus your strength, which is a negative, so don't add any modifiers. Yeah, just roll me a straight 1d6.
Okay.
4. Okay. I would say that's enough for flavor text. Immediately, I would say, like, you kind of restrain yourself because kind of kicking someone's skull and does some major damage, so I'm assuming you're holding back a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. You watch as, almost trying to block out Kuchipachi, you bring your foot down on this man, and immediately he is knocked out cold. However, it does not stop there. As he is out, Darian, you notice Kuchipachi tries to eat him as he unhinges his jaw and tries to snake him in.
Oh my god. Just straight up, like, eat him?
So here's what you see. The creature that you are considering as Kuchipachi unhinges his jaw, and you see a row of hands come out and try to drag him into his mouth.
He's the size of a baby, right?
Oh yeah, but he's unhinging his jaw pretty big.
Yeah, I think imagine a mouth the size of a baby.
It's like how
He's
a
not
snake...
following laws of physics. Why would that stop him?
It's kind of like how a snake can unhinge its jaw, and think, if you are aware of it, the Resident Evil baby.
Yep.
Is he at Maddox's head or his feet?
Head.
Shit. There's already saliva dripping onto his head, isn't there?
Yes, but he is not immediately going, like... It's starting at the hair. You can stop him if you want.
I grab Maddox's legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I yank him back.
Okay.
Out of reach.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to do that easily. And Kuchipachi gets the memo. but it looks at you and it stares.
That's my brother.
It looks at you, looks at Maddock, and it can't really say much, but it smacks its gummy lips.
This... You can't eat my brother. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he can be fixed.
It's silent for a moment, and you watch. At first, you think that he didn't understand you at all, but Kuchipachi steps back and almost looks, despite its soulless eyes, looks sad, almost as if it's been scolded.
Oh.
And through...
You have to reassure him now.
Yeah, through a rasping, disgusting voice, it says, Matt, me? Almost as if it doesn't know how human speech works.
Oh no, oh. I don't know how you're doing this. Why? How did you do this?
Papa, help.
I don't know who Papa is.
It doesn't say anything, but it looks at you. And finally, you guys are able to stop it. And you are just left in the darkness with this creature that considers itself Kuchipachi, and Darien talking to it, almost as if he is scolding a child. It would be kind of sad had it not been his beady eyes and creepy, gummy, salivating lips.
It's still kind of cute.
It's still kind of cute.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still sad to me. Why are we scolding this child? This poor baby who did nothing wrong.
It hears Adalia say that, and it goes, I'm just a baby.
No, you are not just a baby, you are trying to eat someone.
Maybe we can find the Kuchipachi a squirrel.
You want to find it a squirrel,
Yeah,
Darien?
Let's like get him a hamster or something.
Something, I get it. It wants blood, and I don't think I have enough to give it anymore.
It looks at you expectingly.
Can I like eyeball the edge of the forest to see if there's any birds, squirrels, or something?
Oh boy, yeah, give me a perception.
Oh god.
Is that wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Alright.
5. You don't see anything in that forest. Unless you
Man.
want to try, Darien.
I would like to look up at the forest.
Yeah.
I don't think
Can
I'm
I join you in
looking
forest
for-
staring?
Yeah, come on,
Please,
Adalia.
Join me in a good stare at the forest with my +4 wisdom level.
Great news.
Okay, 12.
This has been
12.
my hobby.
It has
Staring
been,
at the
Adalia.
forest is your passion. I don't think I'm going to see any
13.
squirrels. I don't think I'm going to see any animals. I think I know what I'm going to see.
Yeah.
Trish, what do I see?
Oh, Cam. You stare into the forest, and it's almost as if everything seems to blur around you as you stare and you see him, and he is staring back just at the edge of the forest, almost waiting for you. Adalia, you do see a few squirrels.
Hey, there's some squirrels.
Can Adalia point me in the right direction of the squirrels?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I will.
You-
I'll
Does
help
Adalia
with that.
not see him?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh wow, squirrels.
Yeah. You want to try to shoot one?
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot one. Shoot one, bestie.
Alright, that is I gotta look at the thingy again.
Yeah.
Level plus dex.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
We'll get some food for Kuchipachi.
Yeah, go hunting.
11. Okay, that's pretty good. I would say that is just enough. You Cam, You are traumatized staring into the forest, and you seem almost completely frozen in your place. And while there are no words exchanged, you can barely hear the noises around you. You know exactly who is staring back at you. You feel his gaze on you as he stares back. Blair, you're like, I got this! You pull out your crossbow. Boo! And you see a squirrel get immediately hit and fall from the tree line. Cam, you don't even register it. For you, Idalia, for you, Phoebe, fuck yeah! You got a squirrel!
We got a squirrel!
Yeah! Did it.
Do I have to go to the wood's edge to grab it?
Yeah, you have
That's
to.
awesome. I'm like, huzzah! And then I go sprint over to the woods to grab the dead squirrel.
Absolutely. You grab the dead squirrel. You don't see nobody there. You come back. There is a bleeding dead squirrel. You did indeed catch Kuchipachi's attention as you have that dead squirrel in your hand.
I dangle the squirrel over Kuchipachi. He's like, all right, we're going to teach you a lesson of manners. So
It tries to snap at your hand.
Kuchipachi, I feel like he's... Yeah, no, I feel like Kuchipachi's gonna eat
I
your
hold
hand.
it above him, and I'm like, to get the squirrel, you have to use your manners. Can you say, please?
As you say that, it unhinges his jaw a complete, 180, and then the hands come crawling up trying to reach for the squirrel.
You have to say
please.
please to get the squirrel.
Ma.
You gotta use your words.
Yeah,
I'll give you
that's not please.
I'll give you the squirrel, but all you gotta do is say please.
Ma.
I try to use...
I'm gonna count down from 10. Okay?
Wait, no, so... Who's Mama? Wait, no. Cam, hey.
Cam is not responding. Cam is like Darian's down on his knees, shoulders limp and slumped, just staring at the woods. You can't quite see his eyes in the mask, but you know that it is just an unblinking, horrified stare.
Oh, yay, now we have a hobby in common. Hey, Darian, can you get your child to say please?
You do hear that.
We're trying to
Darian.
teach her manners. We're trying to teach Kuchipachi some manners.
Darian, you turn around. This thing has unhinged its jaw, and coming from its mouth, a bunch of fleshy hands that are trying to reach a dead squirrel.
Don't put your hand near it. Just drop it. Don't put your hand near it.
Let's try training it. We should teach Kuchipachi some manners.
Yeah, look, listen, I get it, okay? It's a horrible little slime child. We don't know how it's alive, but it's here now.
It's not supposed to be like...
Yeah, it's not supposed to, but it is.
I'm... baby.
He's baby.
He's a baby, and he has to say please if he wants the squirrel.
It does not say please, and in fact looks at you, Darian, almost as if looking for permission.
Phoebe, it's going to bite you.
I mean,
children bite.
Yeah.
You do not want to be bit by this child.
No, we don't.
You need
Jesus
to drop
Christ,
it.
no, we don't.
You need to drop it.
I think if this is your kid, it has sentience. I think we can teach him to behave. So
You know what? I think you're right, but
This
I
is his
also
reward
think-
for not eating Matic. Don't.
okay.
He's going to
we're
try for
teaching him,
Matic
like-
again.
okay,
Okay, we're teaching him
fine.
more basic manners. We're starting at
Next.
square one.
Next time Kuchipachi has to say please to get the squirrel, just remember that, and then I drop the squirrel.
All right, you drop the squirrel. It doesn't eat yet. It looks at you, Darian. waiting for permission.
You can eat the squirrel.
Immediately unhinges the jaw, and you hear it groan as the hands reach out, grab bits of the squirrel. You can hear this disgusting ripping sound, and then this aesthetic burning sound, and this disgusting rotting smell as immediately encompasses the entire squirrel and pulls back, and there's nothing left.
Is it regular size arms or baby arms?
That is a good question. It is regular arms.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's got weird baby arms, but that's not the thing coming out of its mouth.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
Darian like watches, and as it finishes eating, slowly he puts his arms out towards it.
It waddles towards you, almost as a toddler trying to figure out how to stand on its own. But it manages, and again, it's in between this toddler trying to stand on its own and a kicked dog trying to fucking limp its way towards you.
He's so sad.
Are you always going to be like this?
It looks up at you, it tilts its head, and then it goes, always been like this.
I think there's a part of Darian that knows it. This is the same Tamagotchi that Cam has had for probably over 20 years.
Yeah.
This somehow she recognizes deep down that this is the same thing. Something is different. Sure, it is very different from before.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't carry you around like this.
It gestures to your pocket and makes a grabby hand.
Oh.
I look in my pocket. Is the shell of the toy still there?
Yeah, the whole Tamagotchi toy's still there, but it's a blank screen.
You can go back in?
It nods.
How long have you been able to come out?
It looks at you, almost thinking for a moment, and just goes, don't know.
Did Papa help you out?
It nods.
As this is happening,
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as this is happening, is there a way that I can tie or like bound Maddox's hands and feet?
I would say no, only because you don't have anything that would do that,
Okay.
unless you can somehow convince me that you have something, but I highly doubt you do.
Trying to think.
Yeah. But Edge, do you bring the Tamagotchi down to where it can reach it?
I have one more question for it first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you still hungry?
It looks at you and it just goes, always hungry.
I lower the Tamagotchi back down to it.
It touches the small Tamagotchi, and you see this black smoke begin to erupt, as through this thick smoke you could see almost as if it is crawling its way back into the Tamagotchi. And as the smoke clears, you are now holding your fully functioning Tamagotchi with a pixelated Kuchipachi back in. Nothing has changed for its appearance.
We need to get Maddox to a doctor or something. Find Thiessen is out here. We can find him. Ask him the fuck is happening.
That sounds good. Who wants to carry Maddox?
I will.
Yeah, give me a general strength check. It'll be a low roll. I feel like you're having that adrenaline pump through you, buddy.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to be a good big brother.
Oh, no.
You
Fuck!
are. You're trying your best to kind of fucking pick him up, but you're having a very
I can
hard
try.
time. Yeah, here.
Can we let's handle it like a couch. Like someone take his feet and someone take his arms.
Yeah, okay. All of you give me a general strength check. An 18's really
18,
good.
babe.
All right.
Let me check my strength.
You guys all
Oh, it's
are...
not good.
Yeah, all of you lack in strength, which I think is funny. Oh!
I'm raw dogging
Oh.
this.
Yeah. Blair, you managed
Dahlia's
to kind
not
of pick him
well
up
enough.
by his like head a little bit, but the two of you kind of struggle. Luckily though, I say that you guys kind of like drag him out a little bit, but you do see Thiessen in the distance who is making his rounds around, and he actually does notice you guys really quick, and he kind of jogs over and he goes, "Oh, you guys are still here. You know that curfew is oh.
We know that curfew is over.
He tried to kill
Need
us.
your help.
He sees you guys, and you see like this man's kind of crispy. He's a little bit crispy.
Yeah.
God.
Thanks
I
to
cooked him a bit.
yeah. I will say that natural one makes sense. I should have also given you disadvantage, Adalia, because you were very
yeah.
exhausted. Super fucking exhausted. I will say when you have high spells like that, that drains you quickly.
Oh yeah.
But you are holding this really crispy man with some of the ends of his hair burned off. I wonder why.
Yeah, wonder what
and
happened.
he-
I'm sure Thiessen didn't see any of the lightning.
He did. But like to be fair, that was like it was a thunderstorm kind of thing, so weird shit happens all the time. But he's like, "Oh god, you guys were responsible for that." Oh,
Thiessen, it wasn't supposed to be like this. He challenged me to a duel, and it was supposed to just be something stupid, and then whatever happened when he got there, it wasn't him. There was something wrong with him.
He kind of nods at that, and he goes, "It's probably the forest. Here, the doctor still should be in the infirmary. We can bring him there. Say that you just roughed him up a bit too much during the duel."
Okay.
Thiessen, wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
The forest, it can't go outside of its bounds, right?
He pauses for a moment, and he goes, I actually don't know. Most of that students go into the forest and then don't come out. I've never had an instance where the forest itself goes out.
It might have come out.
Yeah. And this is what I mean when I say I think the forest really does have its eyes on you. If you think him, and he gestures towards Mata because he doesn't really know who he is, if you think he's been influenced by the forest, he either stepped into the forest beforehand or it somehow got its hands on him.
He has no reason to have been in the forest first.
I don't know.
Don't think that he was.
Um,
I don't know.
yeah, it's fine. Here, I'll pick him up because I think you guys are struggling, no offense. And he, like, effortlessly picks up Maddock and kind of huffs him over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes. And he goes, come on, let's give the doctor a proper explanation, but he usually doesn't care.
Gotcha. Okay. Do I still have my weapon with me?
You do. It's weird, and I would say weirdly purple and a little glitchy now that you look at it.
Okay. Without really giving it much thought, can I try and get rid of it?
Yeah, you immediately think that, oh, I don't need this anymore. And while Theson's back is turned, it almost seems to pixelate and dilate away until you feel nothing in your hands.
Nice.
But yeah,
Okay.
you guys are going to help it with going to bring him to the infirmary, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Second doctor's trip in the day.
Yeah, first.
Not
He's
suspicious
definitely
at
gonna know
all.
we were lying about the shit medicine.
Oh, super. Oh, super. You guys bring him to the doctor, and the doctor is still there, surprisingly. He was actually getting ready to leave, and you guys watch as he goes, oh, fuck. As Theson brings Maddock in, he sees you all, looks at Maddock, looks at you, and then looks at you, Phoebe, and goes, your bowel's doing better.
You got punked. I used it on him.
It doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, but you all let that. He doesn't seem to really care. You let him down on one of the cots, and the doctor begrudgingly does help treat his wounds. He took some nasty fucking burns, but he does help with a little bit of medical ointment that seems to help it, and a little bit of healing magic, but you can tell that healing magic is a sparse action or a sparse spell, mostly because of you guys know how much it hurts.
Yeah.
God. I kind of like fill him in just a little bit on everything. Not like details, but just
A duel
he
gone
got
wrong.
hit with electricity. He crossbow, acid.
Yeah. No. I'm assuming you're chalking this up to like a duel gone wrong kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to pass it off as a duel, but it's obvious that like Darian especially is just extremely shaken. So something obviously went sideways that was never supposed to be happening.
No, I understand. Yeah. He lets that like slide. He kind of gives you a weird side eye, but he understands, and luckily, hold on. I thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't. Anyways,
LMAO.
he can tell something's off, especially with how much damage this guy took, but he doesn't question it. You get the sense that either he doesn't really care or he already knows something shit went down and he thinks it's smarter not to ask questions. Regardless, he just nods and goes, all right. Luckily, most of the damage is not arcane, so he should be able to heal normally. Just give him some rest. I'll look over him for a while, but overall he should be fine. He'll just rest here for the day. I'll stay. Probably contact BB to help me out here, but overall you should be fine.
Okay.
He nods and just kind of goes about his way. And
Can I pull the Adalia and Darian and Thesis aside? Like,
yeah.
Should we warn him? What if he reacts badly again if he wakes up? Do you think he'd be possessed?
No, I saw him being sort of directed. There was something around his foot that is no longer on him.
Oh, weird.
Decent, like, seems really surprised by that and just goes, I've never heard of stuff like that.
It was sort of like a root and also a vein.
Okay.
So you see why I'm worried about the forest maybe deciding to go somewhere.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, he kind of thinks a little bit and goes, I've only ever dealt with students going into the forest and covering up that, but I've never had a student. Well, most of them stay in the forest, at least from what I'm aware. I think it is best if you all go home for now. I'll stay with him, make sure that he's okay. And he gestures to Maddox as he goes. You all need to get inside immediately.
I
Yeah.
just like nod my head.
He looks at you, Adelia, and goes, especially you. I don't want you roaming around, alright? I'm serious
All
this
right.
time.
All right. I don't think I have much roaming left in me today, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you look exhausted. And he just kind of,
I'm just a little tired.
yeah. Um, as you say that, you are not just a little tired. You are
No,
so exhausted.
I'm like leaning on him.
Yeah, he nods, but you can tell that like he doesn't really buy your bullshit, and he goes, I'll help you to your rooms, but I'll make sure that Maddox stays fine. The doctor will keep a good eye over him, but overall, I need you all to go back into your rooms now.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
All right. He all helps you back to your dorm, and Idalia, are you going to sleep on the couch, or are you going to go to your weird nest, or are you gonna go to like bed?
I'm going to my weird nest because I
Okay.
sold my bed.
That's oh yeah, you did sell your bed. Okay, yeah. You go to your little nest, and Phoebe, I'm assuming you're going to your room.
Yeah, I sleep in the same room.
You EB. Before you leave, Darian, Decent kind of looks at you, knowing clearly that you are shocked, and he goes, "So what happened there?"
I don't know.
All right. No, go ahead.
I everything went wrong.
It was supposed to be just a duel, and what he came at you trying to kill you.
It's my brother. He doesn't like me. It was supposed to be a stupid thing because I'm the fucking disgrace or whatever.
So you think it's normal that he would try to kill you?
No. I would have thought that once he saw that Phoebe and Adalia were there, he would bitch at me about being a coward or something, and we tried to trick him into dropping the duel, and he just didn't seem normal.
I see. So we're safe to say that was something else.
Something else, and then
And what else?
Darian, like, absent-mindedly just, like, clutches his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Things almost got out of hand.
Yeah, I can tell you, you really, roughed him up, I guess. Lightning damage, as I saw, earlier, and, some bad hits from an arrow, and I never took you or Idalia or Phoebe for the acid magic type.
It wasn't intentional.
I see. I understand. Just right now, get some rest. See if whatever you can do, well, I guess the best I can say is get some rest. Try not to think about it too much. You should still be recovering the next day, so I don't know. Usually I'm aware of students going missing, and then you'll see them at the edge of the forest sometimes, but never them coming out.
He's gonna be okay.
He will. Luckily, gave him a rough concussion, I'll say. But he'll be okay.
I'll visit after classes tomorrow.
Yeah. He'll be here, so you'll be fine. But just get some rest for now, I suppose.
Sleep sounds nice.
Yeah. No, yeah. He doesn't seem to really know what to say, more confused than anything else. But he lets you go, and as he does so, he just awkwardly steps back, looks at Phoebe's room, looks at Idalia, and nods and shuts the door, allowing you all to think about what had happened. And as you all three kind of settle in for the night, you just lay down, Darian. All three of you lay down and try to figure out what just happened, what you witnessed, the abilities that came out of nowhere, things you don't really understand, and what happened during that duel. As you all sleep for a while, you close your eyes for a weak, restless sleep. All three of you can't help but feel like you're being watched. As that is where we'll end the session for the night.
Let's go.
Jesus.
Yay!
Yay!
We did
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Battle.
Yeah. I promise I wasn't trying to, like, the laxatives did help. That man's gonna shit himself a new fucking thing. But yeah, I'm so
hard he got possessed.
he shit so hard he got possessed. Yeah. But yeah, he's having a good time.
Yeah, I bet he's gonna be in that doctor's office for a while.
Oh, super. How are y'all feeling?
I feel pretty
I'm
good.
feeling great. I
Yeah.
have silly powers.
You all have silly powers.
Child.
You have a son now.
My son.
Congratulations.
The,
My
the
son.
group's mascot.
Pride is not the
Word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now.
Oh,
Like the amount of
Philip
hands.
Christ.
Yeah.
Um,
So Tilly was very excited about this, by the way.
I bet.
I fucking bet. Thank you,
Got to see
Tilly.
her little art creation.
A silly
Thank
little
you,
guy.
Tilly. I've had it open on my Roll20. It has been staring me down the entire
yeah,
time.
no.
Unbroken eye
I've
contact.
just had it sitting there. I've had it sitting there too because the sun.
Yeah.
He's
But yeah.
fingies.
What's up?
Can I tell them a little tidbit about the AU we were talking
yeah,
about the
super.
other day?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
So we talked about like a normal like modern AU
Yeah.
where Kuchipachi is an extremely inbred pug.
Yeah. You understand why I really pushed for that now.
Yeah, I understand why you really fucking pushed for it. It is the most uncomfortable part of mine and Orthros's relationship.
Yeah.
Everything else, I can look past every other red flag, but God, that dog,
He got
just
that dog in him.
fucking weird as shit. Orthros keeps insisting that I have to be his mother and that I have to nurture him. I just, it was endearing at first when it's like, oh man, he really likes his dog, but I don't know, the dog's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's
Dog's
Yeah.
so
just a
weird.
puppy.
This is a puppy. You're right.
That thing's been on death's door for 20 years.
It's 2 years old.
You wouldn't know it to look at it.
Yeah. So we've had that, and we are going to start developing y'all's skills now.
Yeah.
I kind of pushed back some of its limits, but there is some MP, and for you, Darian, for you, Edge, some other costs, along with your abilities. Right now, it was more thematical, but now that you guys kind of have that, and be aware, like, this is like beginner's level stuff, it's going to increase with level, increase with abilities, etc., etc. So this is baby stuff. I will
Gotcha.
say, everybody, you want to level up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, level up, obviously.
Okay. How are we rolling?
You roll. Okay, so I'm going to say 2d12 for both of you, for all three of you.
Okay.
Now that it's higher.
2d12.
Yeah.
12, baby.
Well, baby.
I got 12.
Okay, perfect. Darian.
Oh, I need to open my
Yeah.
20 again.
Don't worry.
I'm going to.
Sorry about
level
that.
up Speed of light, and then I have to go to bed because I need to be waking
I'm
up
so
in 6
tired.
hours.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, buddy. I know
Yeah,
we
you're good.
went further.
It was a late session, and I have to be up earlier than usual tomorrow,
mail.
so
Oh, boy.
it's just, like, unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I will be okay.
Yeah.
I...
For now, just roll your HP, and then we can talk about which stat you want to increase. When you
yeah,
guys
it's,
get to
what, 2d12?
yeah, and then you get to increase the stat of your choice by 2.
Alright, so...
Let
level
me roll.
3, I
Add
got,
this to my HP.
Yeah.
8, so I add that to my max HP.
Yes. Add an 8 to your max HP.
Cool, brings me up to 20. And then I get to up one thing.
You get to raise the stat by 2. Stat score, not modifier.
I'm gonna up my constitution to 14.
Okay. Add your modifier to
Yep, and that'll
your...
bring it to 2.
Yeah. So add another 2 to your HP.
Thank God my HP is now above a single digit number.
Yeah, you're finally above it, my guy. All right, 27. All right, you guys are all pretty in a decent range. I think that's pretty good. I'm also going to, so chances are I probably won't be able to do campaign next week because I'll have to sit you guys down, talk about stat stuff, talk about ability stuff, whatnot. We'll see how it is, but considering how much I have now on my plate,
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week for you.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
take-
busy week. I don't
take
have a
your
weekend,
time.
so I just want to be completely aware of that. But yeah,
Yeah, you aren't even
take
gonna
your
be
time.
available to start talking about it until like Tuesday.
Exactly. And even then, I'm like, ugh. But yeah, that being said, everybody say bye to Tilly.
Bye, Tilly.
Thank you,
Bye,
Tilly, for the
bye.
art.
Thank you, Telly. I love
Thank
Coochie
you,
Pachi.
Tilly.
Coochie Pachi's
Thank you
great.
for my son.